Thank you everybody for awarding us with the second longest waiting for a stream to start time since Skinner. Happy Sunday.
I was already ready to say that we're like a minute late, but sure.
It's 2 minutes and that is too long for me.
In case anyone is wondering,
it's her fault.
It is indeed on me, as you might be able to tell by my hair, which...
I don't think we can still call that hair.
Let's not talk too long about it. I tried to take a nap before stream, which did not work. And I wish it did, because I'm tired.
Only a slightly bit cranky.
The only thing I accomplished was I slept my curls out, or whatever this turned out to be.
Tifa very much looks like a Looney Tunes character who got exploded in the face. And this is the after picture. Like somebody handed you dynamite and then went... Pfft. Also, would you like to enter the stream or are you trying to slowly leave it to the left?
Oh, you're not leaving space.
Tifa slowly leaning more and more away.
Trying to sleep before stream is a recipe for disaster. I was really dead, so I was hoping it would help, but...
You know what is also a recipe for disaster? Skinner being first, second and third, spiting himself also fourth. Thank you for the resub. Love. Thank you. In case you're wondering, all of you, I did rig the egg command giving you all the Egbert high emotes. Because I will need all of your energy to hopefully rub off on Tifa's energy so she can make it through a normal length stream.
Normal length is cut.
I am pre-shaming you. I am pre-shaming you. Learn how to sleep talk then and do the voices with one eye asleep. Hey Tifa. Yes, Skinner?
Hey Skinner.
I will probably not try to let her rechat today because with this state, it's gonna take too long and we don't have that much time. Boo! Thank you. Appreciate it.
Wide awake.
I feel partially responsible for how Tifa feels, but only partially because really it's on her. Before I continue, are you doing this on purpose?
What?
You keep leaning to the left.
I'm not leaning to anything!
Look at the preview. Tifa's like... It's fine. I will keep her somewhat centered with me.
I'm leaning to the right. I'm sitting straight.
Is she though?
Oh, yeah.
We cannot tell with how your hair looks.
Yeah, exactly. Usually my hair makes me give the feeling of being centered. Now it's just flat.
Everything is off balance. It's gonna be a wonderful day to play a visual novel. What did I want to say?
I can survive reading through messages.
Last week, Tifa made a grave mistake because we were walking out and about and I commented on it having now turned fall. It is the 19th of October today, so we're pretty much in the middle of when the leaves change colors. It looks nice or depressing depending on how you want to look at it. Honestly, I think it's all the same, it's just a difference of mood. But when Tifa said, oh yeah, this looks really nice, we should go for a walk. And I'm like, yes! This weekend I want to go for a long walk in the park with you and see all the nice colors. Fuck that. I know I don't like it either.
I kinda like fall. The only downsides are surprise dog shit.
Yes.
And slippery
leaves.
Slippery leaves.
Yeah, that's true. I am also a sucker for seasonal depression. So I'm not looking forward to it either. Hey, we're gonna get through this together. I promise. Now, yesterday there was some Pokemon Go thing. Oh yeah, Rayquaza. So Tifa dragged me halfway across the country to go to where people meet up, because we're out in the boonies, and we caught a couple. And 3 years ago, when I first started playing again with Tifa, I caught a shiny Rayquaza. That's the black one. That looks super awesome. I got one, Tifa didn't. Last year, I got one, and Tifa got one.
After 60 raids or so, yeah.
23, I think. Over a weekend.
I mean, in total.
Yeah. And now this year again, I caught a shiny Rayquaza and Tifa didn't, because she sucks and is unlucky. Anyway, So I went for a long walk yesterday. Tifa was kind of beat, but she had grilled cheese for dinner, and she was happy.
Half a grilled cheese, but sure.
Yes, Tifa. They sell you them to share with 3 to 4 people. You ate half of it alone, as did I. But that's not the story.
That's just trickery. That's so that they can sell you more.
It's like when you buy a bag of chips and you learn, oh, I'm a family size. Cool. That's why I don't buy them. Because I would be.
The Dutch person within me was really happy because usually nowadays those oven cheeses are like $6 normal price.
Not grilled cheese.
$6.
Oven cheese.
Like what the fuck? That is way too much.
It's like a do-it-yourself super simple cheese fondue. It's like this big round cheese thing when you just chuck it in the oven on air fryer. And then you wait till it's all melty and goldy, and then you just dip your stuff in it. Basically.
It used to be like $3 normal price, and then
in the
$1.99 on sale.
Before the pandemic, it used to be $2.99.
Yeah, so now it's $6 or $6.50. Some of them.
$6.99 yesterday.
Well, there you have it. Way too expensive, and I got one for $2.50.
She got 2, which is why she wanted to eat one herself. I distinctively remember roughly 10 years ago, Tifa ate a whole one herself because she's was dumb, and she had such a stomach ache and spent a significant amount of time shitting her soul out that I do have somewhere in this room a little piece of paper, a written affidavit by La Papa Tifa, I guess, or Hello Ranger, stating that she will never eat a whole cheese again. Anyway.
It was worth it though.
Anyway. Today we went for that fated walk that Tifa promised me. And it was okay. Tifa petted a fat chihuahua. You were surprised at how soft it was?
It was really fat.
It was a really chunky. Like not obese, I think.
It was chunky.
Was it already on the clinically problematic side?
Well, no, that not, but it was chunky.
It was ready for winter. For a long winter.
It knew winter was coming for the past couple of years already.
It also was a bit of an older dog, so like we were standing at a cafe looking at the menu, and then like this dog who was with the owners there somewhere, I hope, just like slowly huddled over and looked at her like, pet me. So she did. She's like, oh my god, you're really soft. And then the dog waddled away. It was kind of cute. But after we were back, Tifa was like, I have no energy left. So
body battery is empty.
Have you tried just not being a whiny bitch about it?
No.
That's not how it works, I know that.
That's part of my personality.
What, the crankiness when you get tired?
No, the whiny bitch.
That's my whole personality. That's the only thing I have. That and long hair when it grows out and it's soft. Don't take that away from me.
So yeah. I had to go outside and touch grass. It was horrible.
And instead of touching grass, you touched dog.
No, that's true. That was cute.
I don't think chihuahuas count as grass. Are they grass types? Now they are. Also because I didn't say it yet. Skinner I have mentioned, but hello Ranger, hello Psycho, hello everybody. How are you all doing?
What he said.
Other than especially not looking forward to cycling through the disgusting leaves to work with your bike.
No. Cycle safely. I keep slipping on them already to the bus stop.
It used to be that I would cycle to work, and so did Tifa. Then she had her I dropped my phone, which freaked me the fuck out. And I had a couple near-death experiences because people drive like maniacs.
I was gonna say, we didn't stop because of that. We stopped because my saddle got stolen, then my wheel got stolen, then other parts of my bike got stolen, and I was like, fuck it.
It wasn't even that we had super nice bikes. But, you know, I guess there was something about them. No, but I also remember I cycled one fall and it was not fun. Like, you estimate, at some point you know when you need to brake so that you come to a halt somewhere, and then you need to retrain yourself because now there's wet leaves on the ground. And thankfully I checked everything while I was cycling on a straight road with no cars, nothing to take care of, so nothing happened, but it was still a weird experience to hit your brakes and you just keep skidding. That's not fun. That's not great. I wish we would do something about that.
We don't really have nice bicycle paths here. I think if I would
Germany
I looked
sucks.
it up. If I would try to cycle to work now, I would take a little bit over an hour.
Goddamn.
But also through paths and roads where you're basically cycling on what feels like the highway.
Yeah, you shouldn't be doing that.
And it takes the fun out of it. I kind of miss cycling, and I love cycling, but...
Yeah, but not in Germany. I love cycling in the Netherlands because every single road effectively is either for bicycles or has its own bicycle lane. And if you're German like me, you know bicycle lanes as these little shitty parts of a roadway, of a sidewalk that are just like a different color and they're badly maintained sometimes. They have like whole streets next to the street, but for bikes. It's so much nicer. So much nicer. What did I want to say? I was
something about leaves?
getting mad about something, but I forgot. Thank you, Tifa.
Chihuahuas?
No, chihuahuas don't make me mad. There was something about cycling. Oh yeah, true, now I remember. Sometimes when we drive other places in Germany, and like when we get to like the touristy areas, because it's fun to go on a bicycle trip, you see people cycling along the freeway, because you have to kinda. Wait, let me double check that. Bundesstraße Fahrrad. Yeah. So in Germany you have a highway, the famous one where you can drive as fast as you want, which is not true for the entire thing. And then you have a freeway, the Bundesstraße. And because Germany really sucks with putting bicycle lanes in places, there are some areas where if you go on your bike, you have to go on the freeway. Where you know cars go 80 kilometers per hour, like 50, 60. And they don't necessarily expect a bicycle to be there, which they should. That's on the drivers of the cars. But
doesn't cycle nice.
No, and it's not a great way to die either. Going outside voluntarily.
Yeah, no.
Look what happens.
Yeah, I know. Regret.
Mm-hmm.
Much regret. Was too much outside.
Tifa, I will use these 2 spoons that have been laying here because I didn't put them away.
That's a really annoying sound, and it will be on the microphone too.
You'll be on the microphone. I tried to electrify you for energy.
Yeah, that is cute, but not with annoying sounds. Now you made it worse.
Tifa really hates the sound of metal on metal. I put them away. You make much weirder sounds sometimes.
Yeah, but they're less
There it was. Meanness. Okay, fine. This isn't gonna go anywhere. And we should make some progress before Tifa falls asleep. So, hey Tifa, what has happened the last time we played Higurashi When They Cried Chapter 8 Matsuribayashi? That's exactly right, Jack. So, I totally looked it up.
Keep going.
No, you can do it.
Somehow, a lot happened, but also not that much. Our friends have all met up at Mion's place, and they have now decided to not wait. Like, what is Akasaka's plan for Takano to make a first move, but they want to actually do something in order to fight against evil, and we have come up with a plan where Rika dies.
Yeah.
But we're talking about the manual plan
Can
that they
you
want
stop
to...
you confusing the fuck out of me, and I specifically double-checked what because I didn't recall.
Okay, fair enough. But I know what happened. It's
So
just hard to explain.
Scooby Gang meets at Mion's place, at the Sonozaki residence, because that's where Rika and Satoko are supposed to take shelter. Together they discuss what needs to be done, setting traps in the forest and all of this and what they could do, when eventually they come to the realization that they need to do more. And how could you possibly stop all the bad things from happening? Exactly. You make emergency manual number 34 useless. And how do you do that? Exactly. You kill Rika 2 days ago. And then everybody was confused, mostly me and Tifa. Their plan is to publicly announce that Rika Furude died 2 days ago. Because if Manual 34, not to be confused with Rule 34 by the way, if Manual 34 has no more basis, the basis being after 48 hours of Rika's death everyone goes nuts. If that doesn't happen, then there is no need to execute the plan, is what they say. So they've reached out to Ooishi to try to do this because he happens to come around and they discuss this with him. And he is considering whether he can, because this will also most likely make him lose his pension because that's a bunch of illegal shit he needs to do.
Ooishi thought it was a great idea.
Yes, but his pension. He has a mortgage to pay, he has stuff to do, he cannot just not have money.
He still would consult with some of the people he trusts, which is Kumagai and Forensics Man, and they are also in on the plan. Forensics Man first needs to double check on his side if that's going to be possible and blah blah blah. But they are absolutely in to fight this.
Yes. I've never done anything that gets my blood boiling like this. Ooishi-san, I will help you. Yes, so they are enlisted to help along. Ooishi then celebrates the occasion because it's the day before Watanagashi now to buy some flowers to put down at the grave of his friend, the old man who died during the dam conflict. When he realizes there's always another set of flowers there, but it's not there yet. When he hears steps. And who is it? Akane, Sonozaki and Shion. So they have a little talk, heart to heart. Ooishi comes to the realization that the Sonozakis aren't the evil he thought them to be, because he believed them to be the people behind the series of mysterious deaths in Hinamizawa. But they're not, they're just normal, regular crime and pieces of shit. So it's fine, mostly, I guess.
Basically.
So he overcomes his hatred for them in a way. And then last but not least, we have Takano getting ghosted by Tomitake, who is on his mission to summon the Bloodhounds, which seems to be working so far. And Takano has this whole meltdown about, oh my god.
Oh, I miss him, but I'm not allowed to. Should I miss him? Because I'm gonna kill him soon.
I just discussed plans to assassinate him, but I do want him to be around. Why is this? Oh, I'm old enough to analyze myself, and I know I'm on this path of evil, and nobody really should be doing these things. It all leads to her bringing herself into a frenzy, recalling these horrible fucked up things from her childhood and wishing it would have been different, when she hears a voice of God again. And then they do the stupid thing where the voice of God goes, you already know the answer of what you must do. And then Takano takes it as, well, I guess I gotta go full evil, so I guess I'll be doing that. I mean, I don't want to meet the devil, but I think I will at this point. And then we swap characters, and that's where we are now.
Basically.
Yes. Don't Google Rule 34. If it exists, there is porn of it. That is Rule 34 of the internet. Now you don't need to Google it.
That is true.
This also means that we don't exist. Dun 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 dun.
That's kind of sad.
Kind of weird, no? If you think about it. By the implication of Rule 34, the majority of people don't actually exist.
I think people are exempt from the rule.
I think it's almost like you shouldn't take those rules too seriously.
I think you are the one overthinking it here.
I hope at some point today the wavelengths will align. Maybe I'll also get really tired. Dip, 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 dip. Where were we? I think here. Tifa, are you ready for some Higurashis?
I am ready.
Cool. I'm not. Oh wait, no I am. Click. Bam! Unfortunately, I still exist. Well, unfortunately, I'm happy you're around. It's not unfortunately from my perspective. I say, well, I was trying to keep a happy face up, but then it looked like I was super evil talking through my teeth. Sorry about that.
Despite my grumpiness, we can all exist on this happy bubble online.
She said, struggling to keep her eyes open.
So, that doesn't change what I said.
That is true. It's just not as easy to process. We will get there, people. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Wow,
It's your line.
Tifa is doing the most annoying glasses cleaning sounds I've ever heard. You cannot see what she's doing with her hands except that she is rubbing something. It's just her glasses, huh? You ready?
I was ready already.
Just need €1 billion. Same.
I will do with a bit less, but at least with $1 billion, I don't think you'll ever really run out.
I think you would have to try purposefully to run out with that amount of money.
I would think so too.
Like literally just taking it out of a bank account and then just burning it. Which is also illegal, but that's a different issue. Rika-chan, Satoko-chan, how are you feeling? It's Irie. Akasaka-san. 2 sentences in, already fucking up.
But I'm the one that's tired.
Tifa, when she is in this tired, cranky mood, she gets a bit feisty. I will try to ignore that and cheer her up with more energy. That looked like you were having a seizure. Okay, maybe not do that. Akasaka-san warned me, I have to be careful. Akasaka-san opened the door silently.
Say Akasaka-san one more time.
Akasaka-san. The series of mysterious steps. The Child Consultation Center. Welcome in, Benjima.
How are you doing?
Akasaka, these nuts. I'm pretty sure if you told him that, he would die. No, welcome yet. Info first. Info on what?
We were a minute late, and
2
then
minutes.
we basically said that at least we're never as late as Skinner is, and then Skinner blamed you.
Yeah.
There, I'm telling on the internet.
I would like to use Benjima's logic here because Benjima dropped a hotline the other day. There's a difference between, like having kids running around and stuff and having to take care of them versus a man just sitting there looking at the screen getting drunk. Which I'm pretty sure is not exactly what Skinner is doing. But that line stuck with me. Because literally we were late because Tifa was still making tea. Because she was slow. And then I egged her on that she should hurry up because I don't like to keep you waiting. Like I'm doing right now, but not reading my line.
Yeah.
Do you see the problems? How are you doing? It's bustling outside, huh? What do you mean bustling?
Well, the mountain dogs are on the loose.
Are they though? We don't know that.
They are. We already know they came to the shed to tap the phone.
Jack having to shepherd Tifa is definitely something that happens more often than it should. Yes! It's exactly like shepherding. I'm one of those. What's the dogs? Not shepherd. I mean, they're shepherd dogs, but they're not German shepherds. It's those slightly smaller ones.
Sheepdog.
Sheep. That's what I am. And when I bark at him, and he goes meh meh, unhappily.
That is a really realistic scene.
Man is also not just sitting there doing a paranoid MS whom I usually need to tend to before I go live, so I'm not usually set for because I'm not in my room. Fair enough. Also look at him doing his nails while he does it.
Sticking to him.
I feel like that was a prepared statement ever since Benjima dropped his shots. Yeah. And everyone is busy getting ready for tomorrow's festival. I brought some shaved ice for you, courtesy of the refreshment stand committee. Let's have some. Thank you for that. It's going to be good for my throat.
Bert thinks he's going to get out of jail free card.
Tifa, sit like a human.
I am sitting straight, Ranger. Thank you.
This is funny, but banter aside, I think we can all agree that sometimes life just happens and then we all need a moment and things don't work exactly as planned, and that's perfectly fine.
Sometimes Skinner's real name is John.
No Johns. Is that what you were going for?
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't think everybody is deep enough into Smash Bros. Lore to understand her.
No, that's fine. I think it still works. In my mind it works.
I will try to feed
Tifa
Tifa energy by derailing the stream again.
Hey!
Skinner once made us watch a really great documentary about professional Smash Bros. Players. And a term that, at least back then, existed in the Smash Bros. Community is no Johns. Because apparently there was this one player going by John who would always blame anything. Like, the screen has lag, the cables are wrong, the gamepad is loose, anything. And so the Smash community came up with no Johns, as in no excuses. So that's what Tifa was going for.
I know the lore and I'm still like, what? Benjamin, whose side are you on?
See, I don't know what I need to do. I don't know what I need to do tomorrow at work, but I remember this random trivia. Like, help me, somebody. I also watched it to help me get better. There was no info about it at all. Yeah, true, it was about the people. That was pretty cool. Meanwhile, thank you for that shaved ice cream. I'll have some. That's gonna be good for my throat because I'm talking like this because I am Discount Batman. Akasaka-san is wearing a t-shirt, but he's still drenched in sweat. All the windows have been shut and he can't even open the curtains, so it's very hot inside. But how long is this sentence? All the windows have been shut and he can't even open the curtains, so it's very hot inside, but even accounting for that, he's still sweating like mad. Where are they going with this?
Rule 34.
Yeah,
so say your next line.
There was a joke earlier, but... Talking about Smash players, look at how sweaty you are. It sure is hot in here.
It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. Akasaka-san, I wanna see you naked.
There were funky smelling women too. What? Doubtful.
In Smash?
Doubtful. No, I was exercising a little. Of course, I try to keep very quiet. I'm just staying prepared for anything. That's all. This is why I try to do the bad Disney voice. The bad Batman voice. To stay ready, the guy exercises. Quietly. Like a shadow. A little exercise helps to refresh people. I'm sure you've been under a lot of stress for the last 2 days. You must be exhausted mentally too. Like Tifa is. No, I'm used to this kind of thing. But I really appreciate you. That nod did it. But I really appreciate you bringing in some stuff. Akasaka-san smiled like a happy child as he ate the strawberry-flavored shaved ice. I would like some right now as well.
I think we had a very long rant about this before. I would like some shaved ice.
But it's always very expensive when we find some.
Yes! There's no reason for it to be so expensive. It's ice and syrup.
So, has there been anything yet? Have you heard from Tomitaka-san? No, nothing yet. But Takano-san was saying she can't get a hold of him. That's right, he changed his hotel, huh? Do you think she's noticed something? No, I don't think she has. I told her he's probably just going around taking pictures. But it's only a matter of time before she becomes suspicious. There will be a strong wind soon, one way or another. Dr. Irie, please, be careful. Yeah, of course. Oh, by the way, I just saw Ooishi-san, and he told me to tell you something.
What's a Bechdel test?
I believe the Bechdel test is whether or not women in fiction do anything but talk about other men. The punchline, it's not about a joke, but the theory being, in a lot of media, women exclusively exist to further the men in the media.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's a problem.
It's an alt thing.
At least 2 named women who interact with each other and talk about anything other than men. And it's shocking that so many books, movies, shows just fail that completely.
I want to disagree with that, but I don't really have other women at work. So I also can't have a conversation about anything else or about anything at all.
Are you all the women at work?
Out of like 400, no, we're less now. Out of like, let's say 250 of us, I am like 1 of 5.
It's a sausage fest.
Basically, yeah.
Okay. But when you get together with the other ladies, do you talk about men? Statistically, they will have to if they talk about work. So that's kind of unfair for the Bechdel test.
Actually, I'm lying. I forgot HR. HR, I like 1 out of 9. 1 out of 9. But I don't talk to any of them, so I don't know.
Okay. Ha! Bechdel test failed because you need 2 women talking to each other.
Tomorrow I shall look for one and then talk about all the men in the company.
Please do. Pillow fights, periods, and boyfriends. That sounds like a name for a podcast. Yeah.
It kind of works.
I would listen to it. I explained the 48-hour operation to Akasaka-san. Akasaka-san seemed impressed with the notion, especially because I told him it came from the girls. Keiichi was there. I mean, he's one of the girls too. It's okay. That's a fantastic idea. That'll shake up our enemy quite a bit. It'll give Tomitake-san a big opportunity to find something out too. So, when is the operation going to take place? That will be decided when we meet with Ooishi-san tonight. But since we don't have much time, it may be as early as tomorrow morning. I see. It's pretty stressful just waiting for a battle to begin.
Are you okay?
How do you give this man these lines and expect me to do a normal voice? I'm sorry, he is a walking action hero cliche at this point.
Yeah, but you also can't do the Batman voice.
Yeah, that doesn't stop me from trying.
Yeah, I can agree with that, but...
Yeah, so deal with it.
I haven't said a single thing about it.
You're talking right now, aren't you? See? A woman talking with a man about another man. What do you say to that, Bechdel? He does look very quinoa, to be honest. That's true.
I see the quinoa.
Tifa thinking, who is quinoa again?
No, I know who quinoa is.
Quinoa Reeves.
Exactly.
It's pretty stressful just waiting for a battle to begin. If there is something we can do, we might as well just do it. Your time in Hinamizawa is limited too. So how much longer can you stay?
Until Rika's dead.
I told Yuki that I should be home by midnight on Sunday, but if the situation changes, I might have to stay here longer. She's a policeman's wife. She'll understand. It's a stressful job. You can't even call her from here, huh? I'm sorry to put you in this situation. Don't worry. It's not like we're newlyweds. She won't divorce me just for calling her every night.
Okay.
That's the worst kind of...
He's so clingy, he keeps fucking calling every single night.
That's me, though. That would be me. Are you in bed yet? Are you sleeping yet? Can we talk before you go to sleep? Good night, love you. Yeah, sorry for loving you, I know, right? She won't divorce me for just not calling her every night. Although he says that, it's easy to tell that Akasaka-san wants to hear the sound of her voice. So, have there been any changes on your end? If there's anything you need, I'll bring it. My wife. Bring me. My wife. I really don't need anything yet. Any changes, well, it's hard to say. There are just too many people going in and out of the festival. Even if there are just too many people going in and out for the festival. Even if there's someone suspicious among them, I can't tell. We should assume our enemies are hidden among them, so we should be on our guard. That sounds about right. And by the way, the mountain dogs are starting to move, just as you said. When I asked Okanogi about their plans, he said he's raising the security level for the days surrounding the festival to take into account the possibility that some... No. You can write these lines, but you cannot say them. Where is the natural breathing point in this sentence? Tell me. When I asked Okanogi about their plans, he said he's raising the security level for the days surrounding the festival to take into account the possibility that some criminal might use the 5th year of the curse to target Rika-chan. I move away from the mic to read. That matches the situation right now. It almost looks like all the preparations, officially and unofficially, are going smoothly for tomorrow's festival. Do we already have confirmation that Ooishi and gang, the police people, will announce Rika's death, having happened 2 days ago?
He literally said that will be discussed tonight.
Great. So what do they do if they can't make that happen? Oh, then we still have a backup plan. Yeah, true. I forgot. It's plans for plans for plans. So you're saying tomorrow is going to be a festival in more ways than one, then? If a 48-hour operation gets underway tomorrow morning, it'll be quite a turbulent day. Yes, everything will change, starting tomorrow. June 19th, 1983. A tempestuous day that divides a peaceful world from a tragic one. The fate of the world will change on that day. I finished my secret meeting with Akasaka-san and left while calling up to the second floor window, pretending to address the girls. When some villagers saw me do that, they asked me how they were doing. They asked me about both girls, which made me very happy. What Oryo-san said yesterday has already spread amongst the villagers. In other words, the curse of Oyashiro-sama may have already lifted even before tomorrow's festival. If nothing happens tomorrow, then this village is finally free from the curse and the ghost of the dam conflict. As we prepare for the oncoming battle, I realize the extent of the responsibility we've taken on. But at the same time, that gives me strength. Oh god. I completely forgot that she's here. No, we mentioned her during the recap, and I do remember her having come to the shrine to have a thought, and then she had her breakdown here. But at the same time, she's probably surrounded by people. After greeting officials under the main tent, I ran into Takano-san as I headed back to the clinic. It's unusual for her to be here alone. If Tomitake-san was with her, I could understand, but she's never come here by herself. And for a moment I thought maybe she suspected a connection between me and Akasaka-san, but it doesn't seem that way. I'm relieved. This is unusual. What are you doing here?
Nothing, really. I'm just taking a walk.
I'm just pondering my existence and what I need to do to achieve godhood. I see. It's a nice day today. I bet it's a perfect day for taking a walk. Funny how Higurashi predicted Tifa's lack of energy today after a lengthy walk.
I wonder if Shiro-san is taking a walk too.
No, he's taking a hike. Do-do-dum-do-do-dum. I guess you could argue that Hanyu isn't the only one who's ghosting her. That's the only two I have, I think. Don't worry. VOD watchers, skip 30 minutes as Jack gives you his best one-liners. 8 out of 10.
That's pretty high. Okay.
This is why I do it for all of you. Thank you, Psycho. Those words had a strange nuance to them. Takano-san normally only spends time with Tomitake-san out of politeness. At least that's how she's been acting. So when I heard her say that, I was a little surprised. And maybe so. He's from Tokyo. I'm sure he's enjoying the fresh air and the beauty of Hinamizawa.
You're not making it better.
Oh my god, that is a great nickname for your beloved significant other. Hey Tifa, you are a fresh air and the beauty of Hinami... No, it doesn't. Sorry, I was reading too long. You need to save a place. Fine.
Director. Do you have any idea where Jiro-san went?
No, I don't.
He didn't come to the meeting last night. It was a good thing someone else was there to take his place, but he should have been there. He's neglecting his job, don't you think?
This is going in the wrong direction. I have to change the subject. Well, what about shaved ice? Did you try some? It's delicious. Try strawberry. Well, I'm sure he needed a little break. I bet he wanted to be alone, just like you.
Yeah. I can see that.
I think that went well. No, it didn't.
Mission accomplished.
Beautiful. She didn't ask about Tomitake-san after that. Yeah, because you kinda destroyed her soul without even realizing, but it's fine. When I look around, I can imagine how lavish the festival is going to be tomorrow.
Do you think the mountain dogs already killed him? That they found out he started an investigation and got rid of him?
Possible, but not that we're aware of. Last time we saw him, he was on a call with a bloodhound about the audits they were doing.
Yeah, but if the mountain dogs found out about that...
Oh, we forgot that during the recap. Takano is a billionaire. Koizumi begifted her, is that a word? It is now. With 1 billion yen that she has at her disposal. So she is very much capable of bribing just about a lot of people into doing what she wants them to do.
But the thing is, Tomitake was supposed to act not suspicious.
Yeah.
Now he's nowhere to be found, he's not at work, he skips meetings.
He's sick?
Nah, that is acting suspicious, meaning something must have happened for that to be the case. I think he's dead.
Oh, that's a good point. This
is exactly how you rouse suspicion.
He is too good at staying away. Yeah. You want to write that down as a prediction? Oh, Tifa's breathing.
Go for it.
Tifa's inhaling hard. Alright. Dip, 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 dip. The mountain dogs killed Tomitake while reaching out to the bloodhounds. Okay, fair. I could see it. Nah, oh my god. I hate this. Click, we're back to a normal size. Successfully set resolution. Thank you, video game. Why is Chapter 8 the only game where if you play it windowed, you might accidentally resize it like this? It doesn't happen in the game's chapters 1 through 7. Why in 8?
Skill issue.
It is. Watanagashi is the biggest festival of the year around here. It's grown in scale ever since the dam conflict ended, and this year the village festival is hitting its peak. I'm sure villagers of all ages will enjoy themselves tomorrow. The true curse of oyashiro-sama. Yes, programming. I hate it. Takano-san and I overlooked that heartwarming scene. Tomorrow looks like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it will be fun.
The conversation was very ironic. We both meant something different as we spoke. How do you know that she thinks that?
Because they believe that they're gonna start the operation to kill Rika on the Watanagashi festival.
Oh yeah, fair. What? In my mind, it's Tomitake and Takano that need to disappear and die.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I'm a villager at heart. I only know what I... Fuck you for making fun of me. But fair. I can hardly wait for a festival to start.
Yeah. A fun festival is about to begin.
I noticed an indescribably bitter smile on her face.
It's because I'm tired. Stop calling me out.
Higurashi just knows. I hope it'll be a nice day tomorrow. After all these preparations, it'll be a shame if it rains.
They worked so hard to prepare for this grand festival. A little rain won't stop them.
Wait, this is super important. Also, holy shit, this piano music is great. But the rain is super important.
Why?
Because we've had several tips written from the perspective of, I don't know, Rika, Oyashiro-sama, Hanyu, whatever.
Hoping for rain?
Hoping for rain. Yes.
But what will it change?
I don't know. Fate. Yeah, I guess.
That's deep.
There'll be a festival no matter the weather, huh?
Yes. There will be a grand festival. I'm sure of it.
Last time it rained, Keiichi killed Teppei.
Right now, the piano feels a bit out of place. Digging it, but It's super important. Why? I don't know. I can get it. Sometimes you have this feeling that this matters. Yeah. You just can't pinpoint why.
Exactly. I mean, yes, that's a short version of this conversation. But I cannot tell you why. Because if it's been explained to us, if it's been hinted at, I don't get it. But why has rain been brought up several times if it doesn't matter?
That is true. Those tips did feel a bit out of place.
It's Chekhov's gun, except it's a weather thing. It's like... Ooishi-san had agreed to participate. In other words, he had given us the green light.
Good job. I bet you had some difficulties.
Nah, not really. I've actually agreed pretty easily. Boy, how nice is it to be young. I was the only one who struggled to make a decision. Pitiful, huh? I can't turn back anymore. I'll give it everything I have. Ooishi-san was always a man with great presence. He seems pretty reliable when he's that determined.
Do you think it's Rika or Keiichi?
I think Rika, actually.
This will work. This operation will be a success. The enemy is unthinkably strong, but we're going on the offensive first. It's like in sumo, right? No matter how huge the opponent may be, there's a chance the entire match can be settled in an instant with a quick shift in stance during the opening rush.
That's true.
See, Rika? Doesn't it feel reassuring to have this many people on your side? I don't intend on refuting you anymore. I was almost ready to give up just a few days ago, but now I can't believe how much the situation has evolved. It just might be possible to change our fate after all. Rika, that's not good enough! You're right. I shouldn't say we might change our fate. We will change it. We will win. We will defeat fate. In any case, then the timing of our trap is extremely important.
Unbeliever! Yeah, I know, right? No cream puffs for her. What do you mean timing? We should act immediately. Tonight it will have been 48 hours since Rika-chan disappeared. The longer we wait, the better the position the enemy will be in, so we should act as soon as possible.
Also, didn't Irie visited Rika the day or yesterday and said she was fine and healing? So she can't have died 48 hours before.
What are you saying, that Irie is a bad doctor?
Oh, she's just sleeping. She'll be alright.
No, she's fine. When I saw her, she was resting. Yeah. She was sleeping so deeply I couldn't even wake her up. That was weird.
Looking a bit pale, but nothing. A smoothie here and there won't change.
Yeah, I mean, at first she was, like a couple days when I first saw her, she was really hot with a really bad fever, but now I touched her, she was basically cold as a stone. She was really stiff for some reason, but I think that's just because of her fever.
That's true. If we're too careful, that will give them more time. Our defense ought to be cautious, but our offense ought to be bold. It's very reassuring to have both your seals of approval. So what about it, everyone? No objections. I've steeled my resolve. I'm ready anytime. Is it time yet? What do you think, Satoko?
Are you dead yet?
Should go with haste, of course. But right now maybe a little too hasty. If we are to surprise them, I think we should do it more carefully.
A surprise attack should take place at night. Is there any better timing than now?
Calm down. You're both right. Surprise attacks usually do happen at night. But look at us now. We're still up, even though it's that dark outside, right? Yeah. It's not.
I should be sleeping. Tifa's inner monologue.
Night attacks were more effective when there was no electricity. Nowadays, surprise attacks don't always have to take place in the middle of the night. There's an even better time than that.
Lunchtime.
Breakfast. Is there really a better time for a surprise attack?
Sexy time. Hammer time?
I understand. A daybreak sortie, right?
No. You know some interesting terms, don't you? It's true that the worst time to call someone is not in the middle of the night, but early in the morning. People can't even think straight when they're half asleep.
A surprise attack at dawn. Yeah, That's a great time to do it. Yeah, I think that will be the most effective. Knowing how Takano is, it's more likely that she'll do something to make it look like the 50 years curse. And she'll try it tomorrow night. It's normal to try to get plenty of sleep the night before. I now know the perfect time to spring my traps.
A surprise attack at dawn? Man, that sounds badass! I've always wanted to do something like that. I'm fired up! He's got a fire in his belly.
Fairy tale reference.
You're just like my man, Maebara-san. Hey, does that mean I'm the only man involved who isn't psyched? My oh my. Alright! Ready then? The 48-hour operation commences tomorrow at dawn. The question is how they will react. It'll be confusing when once receive a response, we'll attack. This is a raid.
Okay. As the leader of this club, I now decree that the 48-hour operation is now in effect. We will carry out our tasks at 4 AM tomorrow morning. It will get busy all of a sudden. All members should be ready for an immediate response. Prepare yourselves physically and mentally. And don't forget, the fate of Hinamizawa rides on this battle. The enemy's conspiracy could end up destroying this village.
Huh. We'll never let that happen.
Well, we'll see how the enemy will react. Will they become demons or serpents?
Where do the serpents suddenly come from? Have snakes not suffered enough in history?
Meep. Maybe they'll become kittens.
That would be adorable.
How cute of them. Isn't there the zombie-like anime movie where people don't turn into zombies but cats?
Yes, but
I've been wanting to
name.
watch it, but I forgot the name, yeah.
I saw a clip from that a while ago. Anime where zombies are cats.
Night of the Living Cat. Yes, that is it. Is that already out?
I don't know.
Because I think last time we spoke about it, it wasn't out yet.
Apparently. Apparently it's on Crunchyroll and ongoing.
Oh, it's a TV series.
Yeah.
I thought it was a movie.
No, apparently it's a show.
Oh.
Night of...
Ah, that's a good one.
I think if I can choose what anime... See, I can read now, but I can't speak. What animals my enemies turn into, I think kittens is very high on the list.
They still
Because-
have sharp claws.
Not cats, kittens. Kittens are the sweet little tumbly things that go bleh suddenly because they don't quite know how to move their bodies yet. A kitten you can like pick up and then punt it into space. With a cat that's much harder.
I
With a
think
snake
you need
that's
to
even harder.
define the age then. Because when they're still tiny kittens, they crawl up your legs and use their claws for it.
2-week-old kitten. After 3 weeks, I'm not gonna win the fight, so I don't want that.
How about frogs?
Nah, frogs can be
Snails.
kind of slimy and stuff. Snails you could slip on. Frogs too if they're small. Time to pick up Kelly. Ranger, say hi to her from me.
Hi from
Only-
Jack.
I've been looking the whole time. Thank you,
Appreciate
Ranger.
it. Hi to Kelly from Jack. I don't think so. Something huge will happen for sure. This is like a little earthquake. One that's forewarning of a huge tsunami.
Ranger made a short appearance. That's hurtful, just because he's American.
Short.
I get it, I was going for a double joke. Thank you for ruining it.
You're right. I feel that little earthquake too. But we'll create a huge tsunami, and either the village or the enemy will be swallowed by it.
That's great. Somebody's gonna die. It might be us. We'll ride that huge wave for as long as we can.
I mean, it was gonna be us all along, so
Yeah, true.
we can change that. This 48-hour operation will be a shock to the enemy. They'll panic, their pace will be off, and they're guaranteed to slip up somehow. We don't know how they're going to slip up. but just knowing that they will and preparing ourselves to act gives us the full advantage. We're surrounding our enemies on this huge game board that is Hinamizawa. This festival will start with our siege. Come on, we're ready! We're ready for June 19th, 1983.
I've been ready for this for about 80 streams. That's Hanyu.
Hey, Rika. Have this many emotions ever gathered on this day? Actually, there were always this many emotions in this world. There were always countless numbers of them gathered on this forgotten June 19th.
And this what?
On this forgotten June 19th. We just never realized it, because we always looked at the world subjectively. There are so many people in this world, and each of them has very important emotions, like tiredness and sleepiness.
You're doing quite well, now just keep it up another 2 hours.
These countless feelings are collecting together and giving shape to this world, this fragment. With this many emotions, what kind of world will we see? What kind of fragment will we be granted? Who will win? Takano or us? The time to find out is now. Let's open it. Let's open the door to June 19th of 1983. Yeah, we've been trying, you know.
Yeah, and you keep finding ways to stall us, Ryokishi.
End of chapter.
Let me guess, there's not gonna be tips. How did I know?
Why do you keep looking at the tips?
Because somebody has to.
You just complained about Ryokishi stalling, when you're the one that's stalling all along.
That's what I do best. Is that a 4 a.m. moon? How about before it was past midnight and almost dawn, we take a short break? To commemorate the beginning of the next episode.
BRB.
BRB.
And we are back.
We are! And look how energized Tifa is suddenly. There, see, she did a whole shake.
It's very cold in here.
It's funny because the heating has been
Look
on for the last hour. Yeah. Also,
my skin right now is so tight with goosebumps that it hurts.
Can you actually see the steam coming up from Tifa's cup? So, put your hand there. Thank you.
I might have boiled it a little too long.
Yeah, you can see it over her face.
It's only half a cup. Stop being paranoid about everything.
One day, people. Yes? I'm pretty sure that's Rika.
Okay, Watanagashi, let's go. It was past midnight and almost dawn.
Oh, maybe I should click into the game. Sorry.
The very quiet time of the night where staying up late and getting up early melded together.
This is that time of the day where you're laying in bed awake and you're having thoughts and they make you feel like shit. And the next morning, you might not feel the same way anymore. Don't trust your thoughts after, I want to say, midnight. Generally. I think it was in How I Met Your Mother that they had that as a plot device. Nothing good happens after 2 a.m. It's the same principle, but maybe it starts a bit earlier in the day.
Check stalling. That exact thing was happening in the offices of the Okonogi gardeners. There were only 2 people on guard duty, and they were playing cards. They weren't sentries, so they really didn't need to be on guard at all time. However, they weren't allowed to fall asleep either. After the TV broadcast went off the air a little past midnight, they usually ended up playing cards.
Holy shit, this has been so long ago that the TV broadcast ended at some point. I don't recall that ever happening.
No, there was always like telemarketing at 2 a.m.
Yeah,
if anything.
Or reruns, usually of like some sitcoms until like 5 or 6 in the morning, and then the breakfast television stuff would start.
Suddenly the phone rang. The phone was right nearby, so one of them answered immediately.
Germany, where you saw some sentient bread on loop. That is true. Bernd das Brot. Recently made famous internationally again, because if I recall correctly, Bernd das Brot, Bernd the bread, was featured on John Oliver's show. What's that, Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, I think? Yeah.
Bernd das Brot is basically a depressed bread. It's a depressed bread.
And somehow, if people watch it, I never have. I don't like it because, like, I have these thoughts in my head. I don't need to be shown them, but just makes it double bad. But it's a thing. It's been around for well over a decade, I want to say. 10 years, 20 years? A long time. So clearly it resonates with people.
Thank you for calling. This is Okanogi Gardeners. Yes. What?
What gardener would pick up the phone at like 2 in the morning?
Suddenly the man taking the call stood up with a jolt. He even hit his knee against the desk, but he was too panicked to care.
Happened to Tifa yesterday. She was trying to get up
on the point.
Hit her knee right then and there. It was one of the loudest sounds I ever heard, and then she was like paralyzed for the next 30 minutes, just laying there like...
30 minutes is a bit much, but it hurt like fuck.
Okay, 29.5 minutes, man.
Takano dashed into the underground security room in a hurry. Sorry to bother you, Major. Forget the coffee. Give me an update. Are you sure about this? Yes. At 4:15 a.m. a body found in the Okonomiya jurisdiction was identified as R.
Ooh, guns in the background on the right, by the way.
How could that be? R is homesick with a cold, isn't she? You were observing her, weren't you? Ah, Mayor. There's more.
No,
if you're making me... No. According to an intelligence agent at Okonomiya PD, at least 48 hours have passed since her death.
You would think she would know this since she's in charge of the village, being the mayor.
Yeah, no, we're skipping past that. There's more important things to focus on here. Rika is dead, and you're focusing on the mayor. Takano could feel her blood freezing, starting from her feet. She just couldn't believe what was happening.
Same.
At least 48 hours? At least 48 hours since the death of the Queen Carrier? Takano just couldn't understand. That can't be right. Why are the villagers still so composed? They could have developed terminal symptoms as early as after 36 hours, which was last night.
If they are still so composed, isn't that because they're rotting? Compost? The thing when you take your like old vegetables and fruit and stuff and throw them on a pile and wait for it to become fertilizer?
It's like a 5. But according to the intelligence agent, this is reliable information. And the station was even put under a gag order because of it. Yeah. And the station was even put under a gag order because they were fearful of the religious impact it could have on the village. What do you mean? Then who do you have observing that house? Our observation system is perfect.
Who's he addressing?
I'm skipping it for you.
Save a word. I'm okay with you skipping this because there's only 2 people talking. But save a word.
Yeah, mayor.
Major.
What is that?
You said mayor. One is in charge of a village or a city. The other is a ranking in the military.
If different words, why same spelling?
The spelling is not the same. Mayor is spelled with a Y.
Greek Y.
What do you mean a Greek Y?
That's the Greek
No,
Y.
it's a Y. Nobody speaks Dutch here. Get your shit together, voice actress Tifa.
No. Rika Furude is there at the house. Ever since we started, she hasn't even stepped out of the house once. Director Irie confirmed it himself. It's just impossible. Then how do you explain this? The police department is saying that the body is Rika and that it has been over 48 hours since her death, right? Are you telling me they're lying?
Actually, yeah, that's the case, but she doesn't know that.
The lie. The lie. That's it. Maybe it's a mistake. I was planning to fake my death using an operative from the Gifu Police Department tonight. This is the same thing. Yes, it's a lie. Must be a mistake. Takano wasn't confused because she was still half asleep. No, Takano was afraid. Her grandfather wrote in his article that within 48 hours of the Queen Carrier's death, everyone in the village would develop terminal stage symptoms. This would mean that he had been wrong. What about everyone who believed his words? What would they think?
Excuse me, Major! There's a phone call from Nomura-sama in Tokyo.
Why is that woman calling me now? While I'm on the phone, check the body the police found immediately.
We can't, not right now. When our agents come in, we'll have them approach the station and observe what's going on.
And what time is that? 5? 6? It needs to be done as soon as possible. Tell them to hurry up. Good morning. Takano here.
Yelling at other people while probably holding your hand over the speaker of a phone. This is the speaker part of one. It's usually not helping that they can still hear you scream at people.
All the unit members were gathered in the office of Okanogi Gardeners, which served as a garrison for the mountain dogs in Okonomiya.
I see. As soon as you find out something from the police, call both me and the Major. And by the way, regarding the observation system at our residence, why didn't you confirm that she's home?
We assumed she didn't pick up the phone because she was sick with a cold. Director Irie went by and confirmed her presence, so we just took him at his word.
Naive. So there's something at our residence, that's for sure, right?
Someone.
Unlike Tifa, I'm not too good to fix my mistakes. Naive. So there's someone at our residence, that's for sure, right?
Yes. There is someone there. Commander, why don't we enter the residence? We still have a little time.
We can't do that without approval from the Major. I'm sure she won't let us in until she confirms. the matter with the Okinomiya PD. In preparation for that order, increase the number of observations at the residence. At least 8 people. I have a hard time reading my lines when I'm squinting like this.
Commander, there will be a festival at the shrine later today. We can observe. Sure. We can observe, but I don't think it will be possible to enter until tomorrow around midnight.
Shit, what lousy timing. Wait. This is too much of a coincidence, don't you think?
Okanogi's rusty yet wild instincts were sounding an alarm. He sensed that someone was attacking them. He sensed that his enemy had begun to attack.
Rusty yet wild would also work really well in a Tinder bio, I think.
He realized that the enemy had taken the initiative. People usually take a deep breath before they attack. That moment right before they strike is their most vulnerable. He assumed that whoever his enemy was, they were led by an excellent commander who knew the precise moment to strike.
By the way, about First Lieutenant Tomitake. They said he didn't show at the clinic's meeting the other day.
Is that right? I'll have someone check on him.
The Major asked me if I knew where he went.
Do you think it's First Lieutenant Tomitake?
Have Nightingale check Tomitake's hotel room. Shit, he tricked us! Okay. Well, we can't turn back now!
Let's see what happens next.
Kumaga was trembling with excitement. Kuma-chan, I'm going to check the communication center. Hold down the fort.
You bet. Nobody will get through here over my dead body.
That can be arranged.
All I have to do now is handle the phone calls. I'm going back to my post. Kumagai, take care of this place, okay?
You can count on me.
1, 2, 3. Kumagai closed the door quietly and stood in front of it. This was his chance to show Oishi what he was made of. What are they protecting? Oishi was on his way to the communication center. All radio communications and phone calls pass through there first. During business hours, each section answers its own phone calls, but when they aren't open, the communication center answers them instead. How's it going there?
Well, there was an outside call for forensics calling directly just a few minutes ago.
I didn't know that Bloodhound member had a cousin that works here.
Nah, he speaks way more defined.
Defined?
Yeah.
How do you speak defined?
You're uncultured, you don't know.
That's true. Who called?
It was Chief Inspector Otaka.
Otaka-kun. Oh, she grinned. The enemy had started to move. They must have grabbed someone inside the police department to be their spy. And he had started to move just as they planned. Oishi was surprised to learn that it had been Otaka. Oishi had never liked Otaka because he constantly boasted about his academic background and always opposed to Oishi, who believes in relying on experience. Do you remember Otaka?
No.
Chapter...
Oh, that was with
6.
Reina, the
Yes.
Special Forces
Yeah, the SWAT guy.
Yeah.
One that makes everything go boom. They didn't get along at all when they worked together at the prefectural police department.
The phone call has ended.
I'm going to ask the old man. Let's see. Hello? Oh, it's me, don't worry. So, how was it?
That greenhorn sure put on airs. So I just snubbed him. The idiot sure got mad. He'll come here as soon as the marshal gets in.
It's so like him. He can't even fight by himself.
This is getting more interesting by the minute. That phone call woke me up completely. And just like you said, there are plenty of suspicious goings on out there. I can just feel it.
Well, things are getting interesting now. What's up next? Hey, demons, over here. Come further in. Not you, no, guys, please. It might have worked if Tifa had followed along and didn't look like she was falling asleep. Nothing, I was trying to have a conversation with you, but I realized you were in a different world.
Oh, I might have zoned out. What did you say?
Yeah, we could tell. You also looked like you were sleeping on camera. It's fine. I'm happy to be here. You awake now?
Yeah. Look, Tomitake is still alive.
Hello, this is Tomitake. Oh look, it's the nephew of a guy that we just spoke with. It was the same voice, Tifa.
Good morning, First Lieutenant Tomitake. See, more defined. Sorry to bother you this early. I'm calling to let you know that the mountain dogs have made a move. Just a little while ago, all the members were called in because of an emergency. We don't know the reason yet.
I see. So it's finally started. Tomitake turned on the light next to his bed and put on his glasses as he answered.
Also, there has been a rumor going around in the police department over there. We haven't confirmed it yet, but the Queen Carrier's dead body was found.
What? Tell me more.
Supposedly an unidentified body turned out to be Rika Furude. They say she died over 48 hours ago. It's past the time limit in Emergency Manual 34, but there has been no change in Hinamizawa so far. Have you heard anything?
No, I'm in Okinomiya, so I don't know. That isn't possible. It must be some kind of mistake.
That's what we think too, but according to our analysis, the information is very reliable and it's almost a certainty. We haven't confirmed it yet, but multiple forensics department workers have testified.
But... Tomitake realized something. He realized that the Okonomiya police station was Oishi's territory. He also realized that this must be the work of Rika and her friends. Tomitake tried to think calmly. Even if I didn't know who the enemy was, it's obvious the emergency manual is the signal for an explosion. So they must have come up with an idea to destroy that signal. The foundation of the emergency manual is that unless something is done about it, within 48 hours after the Queen Carrier's death, all the villagers will develop terminal stage symptoms. So if nothing happens after 48 hours, there's no need for the emergency manual. And with that, the mountain dogs have been called in.
Hello? First Lieutenant Tomitake?
Sorry. Considering the current situation, it'll be hard to tell if anything suspicious is happening at the Erie Institute. Please ask the Colonel to check immediately. Now they're thinking with gasoline. Are they, though, Dark Lord? Welcome.
How you doing?
Also, in case of an emergency, can you make sure the Bloodhounds are ready to deploy? Asking
Roger.
the Bloodhound if...
Roger that. We should have more information by 9 AM. If the mountain dogs revolt, it will become very dangerous there. Please be very cautious.
Of course I'll be careful.
I'll talk to you again at 9 AM.
I'll take to you again?
That's why I corrected myself.
Because it's Tomi take. It was 6 AM. Tomitake would get another call in 3 hours.
3 hours is a long time to wait then.
Nightingale 1 to all units. Tomitake is in room 406. Observation team, do you see anything?
This is Nightingale 4, nothing from the outside.
This is Nightingale 5, nothing on the floor.
This is Nightingale 3, there's no sound in the room. He's probably asleep.
There was a do not disturb sign on Tomitake's door. Perhaps he stayed up very late last night and was planning to sleep in. This was a great chance for the Nightingales. Be sure to capture him alive. It's an order from the Major and the Mayor. Let's go.
Want to bet he's in a different hotel?
They tried to break into Tomitake's room very quietly. Obviously, it was a simple job for them to pick a hotel room's lock. The two members at the door communicated with each other using sign language. Even knowing he was asleep, it would be a great idea not to barge in. They opened the door very cautiously and very quietly. The room's interior was organized but tasteless, typical of cheap hotels. The only furnishings were a bed, a small desk, and a coin-operated TV.
Coin-operated TV.
Why are there two beds in the picture?
Coin-operated TV.
Something like this. Yes, I had to do the grunts. I don't know why.
That beats the whole point of the sign language.
Yeah, but I'm so manly, I need to grunt.
What?
The term for the bloodhounds is bunken. Watchdog or guard dog? You okay? Tifa appears to be allergic to bunken. You good?
Much better.
Have you tried not to choke yourself with tea?
There was a piece of ingwer in there. Can you die quietly, please?
She muted herself, Skinner. Also,
That's right.
That's grand words from somebody who is, I don't know where I was going with it. Forget about it. Yeah, good point. Can you do it quietly, please?
I'm drinking ingwer tea.
I was trying to defend you, but it didn't work.
No.
Oh well. Let's all shit on Tifa for this. Stop coughing!
I'm drinking ingwer tea and I'm
Ginger
getting
tea.
to the bottom where there's pieces in it. And I misswallowed a piece.
Nothing stopped her from pouring the tea through a sieve. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. How about you just stick to something that doesn't kill you?
No.
No, I want to have coughing fits on screen. I want to be tired and cranky and coughing.
That's part of...
TCC.
The danger is part of the flavor.
You know what would counteract this? An egg in your tea. What?
An egg.
Why would you put egg in your tea?
I think I'm gonna pass on that, but thank you for the tip. I'll keep it in mind.
Thanks, I hate it. That's not for me.
Can you die quietly, please? Is what my mom would say when I would pretend to die.
Same. Yeah, I've heard this too as a child.
Now it's enough.
For the flavor, it'll absorb all the ginger, but it's specifically to Tifa's request ginger tea, made from fresh grated ginger, as per her request.
No, I'm gonna pass on this, thank you.
Someone put egg in my tea. I'm flipping the earth off its axis. Same. I have heard from distant relatives once that apparently there is a part in northwestern Germany where they put egg in coffee. As in, when they make their drip coffee, they put the water into the machine, they put the coffee grounds in the machine, and then they crack an egg into the coffee grounds.
And then
apparently, when the hot water runs through the coffee egg mixture and makes coffee, allegedly, it gives it a milder flavor.
Time for another wall.
Yes.
I think that is a really good idea.
I have multiple reasons to build another one, but yes.
Can we think of a list? Or can we make a list of all the people who do this so that we know exactly where to place the wall?
I'm willing to leave them on my side of a wall as long as we just go by the last election results. Which, fun enough, is basically the same areas that were blocked off by the wall back then. Just saying. So, we know where to put it. It's actually worse. What are these Saxons up to? I don't know. I looked at them funny and I just carried on with a different part of the conversation. Meanwhile,
Matt.
Clearly only one person could stay in this room. The picture has 2 beds!
One is for decoration.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't aware of a Japanese decorative bed. And there in the bed, Tomitake
Was not there.
couldn't be found. What's wrong, Nightingale 3? Respond.
Shit, this room is empty.
It was still early in the morning, but the room was empty.
What's going on? Tomitake likes to take walks and also takes pictures of wild birds. Could he have gone out to do that?
No, that's not it. He might have deceived us. Maybe he's out in the woods while suddenly he got diarrhea from yesterday's dinner.
That does
Just
so.
saying. The do not disturb sign was on the door. That sign where the housekeepers wouldn't come into the room so they wouldn't know if it was empty or not. Isn't it still like 6 a.m.? When do Japanese housekeepers in cheap hotels show up? Because usually, in my experience, housekeeping doesn't show up at 6 a.m.
It's about knowing whether he entered the room last night, for example.
Oh.
Or if he has actually been sleeping there. Because
Okay.
if they clean it every day, they would have done his bed and stuff.
Unless Tomitake is anything like me and he always puts the do not disturb sign outside because I don't need my room done every other day. Are you good?
I sipped the tea through
Yeah,
my teeth and now the last bits of Inger.
Ginger,
Ginger.
Tifa, start speaking English.
We're
Why are you
hanging
just
on the
chugging
edge.
liquids?
What? I wanted to drink it while it's still semi-warm.
Never get yourself a cranky, tired Tifa.
What?
She needs the ginger now, apparently. The sign had probably been on there since at least the day before. Knowing that Tomitake was planning to stay for a long period, the hotel hadn't really paid much attention. In other words, the room had been empty since then.
Something to chew on. No, that's the problem. I do not want to chew on it. Because that's nasty.
Just filter it out next time.
Yeah, I did as much as possible. You rasp it super tiny. These are just the last remains of the drink.
We'll discuss this after the stream.
No, we won't.
So what? Fine, I'll talk to myself while you fall asleep standing. I bet he changed hotels expecting an attack. I see. That's why he hasn't been seen lately. Call the Major immediately. Damn it, our plan has been leaked. Okanogi realized that he had been beaten to the punch. The foundation of the emergency manual had collapsed, and with that the basis of the final operation was shaky. Okanogi felt that the Major had panicked and rushed into confirming what was going on too hastily. If Tomitake suspected us and went into hiding, then after caught wind of that, he was sure to go and grab... Where do all the commas come from? If Tomitake suspected us and went into hiding, then after caught wind of that, he was sure to come grab us by our tails. I hate it when people catch wind of me and grab my tail.
Everything is just too convenient. Shit, this must be exactly what the enemy planned.
Okunogi tried to calm himself. If he was going to investigate in secret, he could assume that Tomitake was still nearby. The department in Tokyo must be the one conducting the investigation. That face is so punchable, and I hope he changes it soon. So he must be waiting somewhere for a report from that department. Tomitake was probably at a new hotel. Probably somewhere in Okinomiya.
Get in touch with Crow in Tokyo. There must be someone reporting to him regularly. Find the number they're calling. If the number is somewhere in Shishibone City, bingo.
Okunogi was confident about his hunch. But if what he was thinking is correct, that meant his identity was about to be exposed. It also meant his operation had failed before it even started. But it wasn't a checkmate quite yet. If he could prove that the dead body at the Okonomiya police station wasn't R, then everything would go back to square one. All he had to do was capture Tomitake and then check the body at the station. That was all. Yeah, easy peasy, right? Like it's nothing.
Commander, I got a hold of Crow. They won't be able to tell what exactly they talked about, but they say they can't find the phone number.
No.
Oh, but they say they can find the phone number. They just need a little time.
How much time?
Just a few hours, they said.
Shit! They want just a few hours, huh? Tell them I don't want to rush them, but they better be quick.
This is the most Japanese thing.
Tell them to go fast, but not in a rude way.
It's like no pressure, but I want it now.
Yeah, it's like when I send an email to colleagues who I need something from. At your earliest convenience.
Yeah, that's too open. I just tell them I know it sucks, but I really need it.
The
now.
people I send this to know what I mean by that. At your earliest convenience is very gentle. It
It's too
tells you
corporate.
I need it ASAP at the same time whenever you get the chance to. So please do it fast when you get to. See? Jack strats. It was a little past 6 a.m. It was already light outside, but still far too early for the cicadas to start their morning chorus. I had endured the first wave. It was now a matter of how quickly they would recover. Okunogi just hoped that the major didn't throw a fit. Yeah, about that.
Commander, a message from Crow. They're still looking into the phone number. Also, the research division's routine checks-in time is at 9 a.m.
3 more hours.
He looked up at the clock. Didn't they just talk about it taking hours? Even the little things were beginning to bother Okunogi. Every time the second hand moved, he became more impatient, realizing the check-in time was getting closer and closer.
Also, Colonel Oka, head of investigations, issued a standby order to the Bloodhounds. He hasn't said anything about a mission yet, though.
Okay, so that means they can still stand down. If nothing happens, he can just play it off as a drill. We're okay, we still have time.
More information. The head of investigations called the Chief of Staff's home line. We don't have the details.
Like how despite them being dogs, they all have birds for codenames.
That's true.
That's true. Why?
Could have picked a dog's breed.
Corgi 5, are you listening?
Exactly.
We're okay. We're still okay. It's a close call, but we're okay.
The Bloodhound's standby orders meant they saw a very high chance of the Erie Institute revolting. The people on site must be practically certain of it. Although it's not as difficult to execute as the emergency manual, ordering out the Bloodhounds isn't that easy. They only did so because they've realized that some kind of trouble is afoot. Okunogi, this is fine. Indeed.
Yep.
Okunogi was sure that the people who wanted to conclude matters peacefully were trying to settle things down by saying it was just a mistake. An order to the Bloodhounds to stand by without clarifying a mission is like middle ground in that sense. But the head of the research division had called the chief of staff. This was a very dangerous situation for the mountain dogs. In other words, the higher ranks of the SDF, or people even higher than them, had decided that the Bloodhounds could take the field. If uniforms are hot-blooded, but the suits always push for peaceful resolutions. They still hadn't decided which way they want to go yet. Our loss wasn't certain yet. Win or tie, everything was raining on the same table. If that was the case, the call coming in at 9 AM from the research division didn't bode well. Konogi couldn't say why, but he had that impression. It was just his wild instinct doing its job. He could guess that the people in Tokyo were going to ask Tomitake about the situation in detail, and then decide what to do based on that. It was possible that the head of the division or even the chief of staff himself might come on the phone. Then the Bloodhounds might get an order as soon as the 9 AM phone conversation was over, which would result in his defeat. Tokyo was still unsure. Some were still thinking it was some kind of mistake, or they wanted to think it was some kind of mistake. If Tomitake didn't answer the phone, they might send some people immediately, but they wouldn't order out the Bloodhounds. There was a chance it could end in a draw. If they found out that the body didn't actually belong to R, then, although it would corner them, they still had a very good chance of winning. But they'd lose the possibility of a complete victory. Okanogi knew that Takano's clients hadn't ordered anything else but exactly that. It's like when you play Tekken with Skinner and he's only happy if he gets you with a perfect. Like a win is a win, but a perfect is what you celebrate for, right? He didn't want to admit it, but the enemy's surprise attack had succeeded.
Commander!
I feel like I need like a spear or something to poke Tifa awake when it's her time to read lines.
Yeah, I forgot it was my turn.
I will keep my other hand under here and poke her in the side so you don't see it. This is a professional way of doing it. You can totally not tell that I'm bothering Tifa right now. Look!
Yeah, that's enough bothering.
Shut up. Calm down. We aren't sure yet. We're suspicious, but we aren't sure. We're still okay. Anyway, whoever gets information first wins. Either they find out something first, or we do. We were beaten in the surprise attack, but we haven't yet been annihilated. So don't you dare fly a white flag.
That face.
We'll just wait. Crow will find out where Tomitake is. Our guys at the police station will expose the truth about R's death. So all we can do now is to wait and endure. Sorry, Okinogi face.
Excuse me, Major Takano's on the line. She sounds, extremely angry.
Shit, I don't have time to babysit a princess now. Nah. Hello, yes, this is Okinogi. Yeah, well, don't jump to conclusions. It hasn't been decided yet. Why don't you have a cup of coffee first to calm yourself down? Yeah.
Okanogi tried to change the subject while pretending to laugh, but all he could hear was Takano's frantic voice. He couldn't even understand what she was trying to say. The second hand on the clock ticked on. He was going to be able to smile at the end of it all. Today was going to be a long battle. Okanogi's instincts told him so.
No, I think the information you just got told you so.
Yeah. Also, this feels like that TV show 24 with Kiefer Sutherland, where we're getting the play-by-play and everything in like near real time. Did you ever watch that show?
No.
You've never seen a single episode of 24?
Nope. Never heard of it.
The following events happened between 4 and 5 p.m. on Tuesday. Dum, dum, dum.
And they show this clock face, or this analog, not the digital clock. I think it was a digital one.
How are you doing? Who was it? It was our marshal. We're gaining strength, but he's no match for me. Does he really think an office worker can win against a technician? Ha! But I'm glad he's playing golf today. If he actually came over, it would have gotten a little complicated.
Did you call from a golf course? Is he working or what? I bet Otaka-kun wanted to come over from Marshall. He's probably real upset about now.
Since an indirect attack hasn't worked, you think we'll try a direct one? Will Otaka come here?
So what are they doing here exactly? Because Kumagai was holding down the fort and he's just standing in a hallway.
No, it's the fort.
Yeah, but there seems to be something about the situation that I'm not getting.
try to answer phone calls and stuff first.
If he can't get a hold of a chief, he'll have to. It's almost 8:30. The main doors would open soon. Morning had finally arrived. The chorus of cicadas had begun. That familiar sound would make one think it was just another day. But it was hardly going to be normal. It wasn't just an ordinary Sunday. Oishi and his men already realized they were grazing the tip of a huge conspiracy. Knowing how Otaku-kun is, he'll probably come through the main entrance.
Yeah, that's what a guy like him would do.
And then you shoot him in the chest.
I'll be here to take care of the phone calls. You guys take care of him, okay?
Okay, I'll go welcome him.
Kuma-chan, take care of his place.
You keep saying that. What do you mean? Is he dusting? Is he just swiping the floors?
The lobby of Yokonomiya Police was just like that of any other police station. It could hardly be said to have a welcoming atmosphere.
This doesn't seem bad. Like,
Looks
I don't
exactly like the Child Consultation Center.
My chair agrees. The Child Consultation Center looked different. That was a different art. Also, why do we hear cars driving by when we're inside a building?
Someone put the window open.
Possibly. Some of the tiles on the floor were broken and cracked, so sometimes people tripped on them. Nice. Well funded. Those spots were covered up by pieces of cardboard, and there was a sign that said, "Caution! Watch your step!" There was also a pot with a dead plant in it. Out of frame. It was far from a friendly lobby. Unlike hospitals and banks, there wasn't a line of people at the counters of a police station, but there were a few sitting on a sofa waiting for the counters to open. And they would open soon. Some workers were standing by on the other side of the counters. Otaka was snobbish enough that she didn't want to deal with him first thing in the morning. If only he was a pretty young woman with big boobs.
What makes it easy?
Sugar tits! How can I help you? Oishi and his men were on a very important job. If Otaka found out that Rikafuda's death had been faked, the operation was finished. We're only about to shake up the enemy now, while Rikafuda's death is still in the books. We're only able to shake up the enemy now, while Rikafuda's death is still in the books. They had to stall for every minute, every second they could, so Tomitake could seize hold of a tail that was popping out. So if the truth about Rikafuda's death was exposed before Tomitake had that chance, the enemy would recover. The emergency manual would regain its credibility, and although the enemy wouldn't enact it immediately, they would try again for sure. Rikafuda had detected the conspiracy ahead of time, but that was a miracle. The divine wins. Japan had prevented Mongol invasions twice in the past with such miracles, but nothing like that happened during World War II. Also, divine wins? Kamikaze? That's literally what that means, by the way. Kami is God and Kaze is wind.
Okay, yeah, but...
I don't know, I think kamikaze in this moment is weird choice of words. I know it doesn't just mean the suicide airplanes, but that's where the term comes from. I knew something. Oyashiro-sama ate beans! I hope that one day Tifa will thank me for giving her the 4D Higurashi experience. Every time somebody mentions wind, she can feel it. And you're all lucky that you don't.
I prefer not to.
It's not your choice at this point anymore. I did it the entire 8 chapters so far. I have to carry it through. I might not be so lucky next time. I might not get another chance. And then Jack makes the cicada noises. Ribbit. Ribbit. Ribbit.
That's a great
That's
cicada.
the best cicada. I can't do cicada noises. Psh, psh, psh. That's also not how it sounds.
No.
Cicada, cicada. Yeah, I'll do it like a Pokemon. Cicada, 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 cicada. There, thank you. Great idea. They go, wee! That's not what it sounded like to me. There might not be a next time at all. Unless we defeated them this time, they would never win again. Or just pissing from a tree. Okay, wait, I can do that.
That you can do. But you have to sit in the tree, otherwise it doesn't count.
We do have a fake tree in the living room. I can quickly get that and then hide myself in it and then...
Pee off the balcony?
No, on the camera. It's about a 4D experience. No? Let's not do that. I don't think that will go over very well.
I have nothing to say.
While it was possible to do some serious damage, a tight game would inevitably lead to the... While it was possible to do some serious damage, a tight game would inevitably lead to the enemy's victory. They had to completely expose what the enemy was up to, allowing Tomitake to call in a suppression unit to defeat them. That was why Ooishi had to stop their vanguard here. His job, therefore, was an extremely important one. If the enemy's conspiracy succeeded, Hinamizawa would be destroyed and more than 2,000 villagers would be executed in a gas disaster. Either way, the incident would never go public. But people's lives depended on him. Ooishi was violating his professional duties. However, he had to do what was right. Ooishi thought back to when that old man taught him that. Someone who, despite the hot weather, was wearing a suit, came in through the automatic sliding door. He had 2 of his colleagues with him. He was showing off his authority like he always did. Good morning, Otaka-kun. You are now Otaka-kun.
Well. Good morning, Ooishi-san. By the way, please don't address me with such familiarity. I'm no longer in a position where you can talk to me that way.
No, don't be like that, Otaka-kun. We used to play mahjong together, didn't we?
Isn't this line for line how it started in chapter 6?
Otaka seemed disgusted to hear that. He used to boast about being a good mahjong player, but Ooishi once beat him badly in front of many people, which hurt his pride.
I'd love to chat with you, but I'm in a hurry today, so please excuse me.
Hey, don't say that. Don't you remember the time when you forgot to write certificates of a kendo tournament? You begged me to help you. I wrote them for you backstage, and that was why the award ceremony went on smoothly, didn't it?
Truly appreciate that, but that has nothing to do with this right now.
Totally not weird that a dude is just bringing up random shit from years ago?
It's not weird. He's acting disrespectful.
No, I didn't know you appreciated it. Sorry about that. I've never heard anything like that before. Down at the prefecture station, where I think I begged to write it and that you turned the offer down and let me write it for you. Wasn't that the excuse you used when the director called you up asking what happened since my handwriting on the certificates wasn't so great?
Well, I don't know. Maybe someone misunderstood. At the very least, I never said such a thing.
The prefectural police headquarters may be your territory, but unfortunately this is the Okinomiya PD. You won't get your own way here.
And what do you mean by that, Ooishi-san?
I don't know why you're here, but your jurisdiction is in Gogura, not Okinomiya. I would like to ask you to leave.
What? Under what authority?
Totally not suspicious. Police guy enters a different police station. I want you to leave.
And what authorization do you have to be here?
I'm in the middle of a classified investigation on behalf of headquarters. I've heard that there's an unidentified body related to that investigation here.
I have a quick question about the English language. Why is it always headquarters and never head halves or headfuls? What about head thirds? If I have a place that is relatively small, but it's used as a headquarter, does it become a head fifth? Fuck you, Tifa. Rude.
Well then, please inquire on the phone. Okinomiya isn't in a rich neighborhood. This isn't a place where someone in a custom-made suit should be.
I see. So you're ganging up with the guys in forensics, huh? There should be an order from the marshal to hand over to the autopsy report to the prefectural police headquarters. Not the halls, the quarters.
Then there should have been an explanation to the marshal from the forensics department already. The body is still being examined. Because of a slip-up on our part, there has been a rumor going around that the body was already identified. Anyway, they need a little more time to finish up their report.
Then I would like to attend that autopsy.
No,
Yeah, it's still early.
the background noise was for cicadas.
It's no more cars. Yeah, the current
I didn't
background
even
noise.
realize. You're right. Huh. No.
What? I'm requesting it as the person in charge of this classified investigation at the prefectural headquarters. Quarters, not halls.
If that's the truth. Look, I don't want to doubt your policeman's spirit. A policeman's spirit is a noble one, see? Sure, no one would go into this business if we weren't getting paid for it. But you know, you can't be a good detective without dedication that can't be measured by your pay alone. If you say you have that spirit, I'll let you through. The look in Oishi's eyes made clear the anger that was roiling within him. As he looked into those eyes, Otaka recalled all kinds of frightening memories. Otaka didn't want Oishi to sense his fear, but he couldn't prevent himself from loudly swallowing. Gulp!
Okay, then please let me through. I'm here because of my policeman spirit. Please step aside.
Why don't you make me with your policeman spirit? Come on!
What?
This is so Shenmue. Like, you enter a building, fight me, coward! Why? These are more considerate cicadas. For the atmosphere, they can get way louder. Oh, that is...
Yeah, we've posted some
that is
videos of cicadas before. They seem so annoying. I would go nuts.
The other day on the way back from the gym, we walked past a little park, and there must have been a singular cicada in there, and it was the volume, the loudness of a jet engine. I don't know, that cicada must be really proud of its sexual prowess or food stock, because it was trying to mate with every female cicada. Or the other way around, I don't know how
It was a
works.
cricket. We don't have cicada.
That was a cicada, trust me. Crickets don't go that loud.
It was late at night and they were so loud.
If your policeman's spirit is as strong as mine, you should be able to brush me aside easily. Come on, try it.
Anime fight.
Why have the police people... There are normal people, there are civilians coming inside seeking the help of the police. Meanwhile, the two police people are fighting each other. What the fuck?
So the counters are open.
Yeah, that's what I like to do when I go to the police. Walk around the street fighting and then go to the counter.
Yeah.
She was obviously saying that he had no intention of letting Otaka through. How could he do this? Otaka was confused. Otaka was an elite policeman at the prefectural police headquarters. He believed academic background and performance record were enough to earn trust. He has been working hard on that belief. But Oishi doesn't acknowledge that, and he doesn't even respect him. He's a scumbag. Was the worst type of person, one who tried to establish their meaning and purpose only through rough means, refusing to acknowledge everything about their superiors in order to protect their own pride, as uncivilized people often did. Otaka had been thinking ever since they worked together. Why did people trust in someone like Oishi? Why did people respect someone like him? Why did people appreciate someone like Oishi more than they did Otaka?
Move! If you don't, I can accuse you of interfering with an investigation.
Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way.
Move, Oishi.
Otaka would mean Great Hawk or King Hawk.
That doesn't seem fitting. Tiny
That's
Hawk.
a pretty cool name, actually. Oh? What kind of investigation? If you tell me, I'll help you.
Didn't you hear me? It's classified. Can't talk to it about someone like you.
I can't talk to it about someone like you?
To it about someone like you. Talk about it to someone like you.
Yeah, you want to run that again? Because
No.
Tifa, you literally pressed shuffle on that sentence.
I can't talk about it to someone like you. That was perfectly clear.
Go back and see who played Otaka and run through mostly since I tended to get to the bureaucratic schmoes.
fair enough.
They're the most annoying voices.
I see. Well, if you can't tell me everything, you can tell me one thing instead.
To do, that is.
What do you have resting on your shoulders?
On my shoulders? What are you talking about?
I have something on my shoulders. The fate of 2,000 villagers rests there. If I let you through, those 2,000 villagers, no, their relatives as well, they'll all be very sad. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
I have no idea what you're on about.
Okay, I'll tell you. Your boss is planning something terrifying. I bet you haven't thought it through that far, but that's a conspiracy that'll make thousands of people unhappy. That conspiracy is about to crumble, and that's why they woke you up and ordered you to investigate. I don't know how much you're getting paid for this. If it's more important than your policeman's spirit...
Ooishi stopped talking there, but his eyes continued to speak after that.
Stand off. What in the world are you talking about? Anyway, please just let me through.
Otaka's baffled behavior confirmed what Ooishi had just said. He had been bought off by someone shady. Though maybe he didn't think that he was bought. He probably thought he was just filling the request to confirm Rikafuru's body as a favor from someone in the information network he assumed he built himself. Of course, the part about it being a classified investigation was a lie. But when an elite policeman from a prefectural headquarters said it was a classified investigation, everyone would grovel and salute him. But, Ooishi didn't salute him at all. Yeah, fuck you, Otaka.
This is a waste of my time. I'll file a formal complaint to the marshal later. What?
He just got judo thrown.
Hey, wait a minute.
I'm not done yet. As Otaka tried to walk by, Ooishi grabbed him by the arm.
Dark Side Hazuki!
Otaka tried to make him let go, but Ooishi was just too strong.
Let me go, ooishi-san.
Completely normal behavior for police people. Oh, I'm not putting that much strength into it. If you have a policeman's spirit, this shouldn't stop you. Your unshakable righteousness should knock me down easily. But you can't even get my hand off of your arm. Do you know why?
Get off of me!
It's because you don't have a policeman's spirit! Ooishi let go of his shoulder and Otaka tumbled onto the floor, sliding for more than 2 meters.
That's
what
dramatic.
the fuck?
I thought the floor was full of holes, but it's pretty smooth apparently.
Yeah, so Otaka fell forward from the force he was putting into it. Ooishi was doing like a judo move, or aikido or whatever, and then Otaka slid forward with high velocity, hit one of the cardboard things, jumped off, did multiple flips, exploded twice, pulled a Transformers move and landed.
But what is this? This is interference with an investigation. This is interference with a government official executing his duties. No, this is assault. Arrest him immediately.
Otaka ordered his 2 colleagues around, but they didn't know what to do. Ooishi was also a policeman, and obviously there was something more going on between them. Besides, they could sense one thing. Their instincts were telling them that Ooishi was far stronger than them. They were no match at all. Yes, and that's why police people don't arrest you, because you're stronger than them. Really, dudes? Oh, he's a bird too, because he's one that's on the Yama-inu.
Also, it's not physical strongness, it's police mentality strongness.
Sorry, police spirit.
Exactly.
What's going on, Ooishi-san? Some officers were gathering in the lobby. They all looked puzzled.
Nothing much. This greenhorn from the prefectural headquarters demanded something selfish, so I just taught him a lesson.
The officers all turned the officers. Anime throw. Yes, exactly. That's what I was trying to say.
Didn't even seem like he throwed him, he just let go.
Yeah.
He was probably pulling and then flew off, I guess.
Yeah, I assume it's some kind of like judo move.
It seems very I don't think it was a judo move. If he was holding his arm and he was pulling to let go and you suddenly let go, you will fall.
From an outsider's perspective, he just let go of his shoulders.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, from an outsider's perspective. But I don't think somebody else goes, phew! This is not that kind of anime where I can charge you with kinetic force and then you go pew off into the distance.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm pulling and you suddenly let go, I will fall and probably slide on a slippery fall. All in all, this is very dramatic for a lobby fight.
But I will never let you fall, Tifa.
That's sweet.
And the officers alternately looked between Ooishi and Otaka. I hate that word for some reason. They knew something was going on, but they didn't know the circumstances, so they didn't know which one to stop. He's the fake one, shoot him! Ooishi was respected by the policemen of the Yokonomiya station. Everyone respected him. If Ooishi said that Otaka was being selfish, then he must be at fault. Ooishi was generally seen as sensible. All of them thought that Ooishi would only do this in a public place like a lobby, if it was something major. Otaka was feeling humiliated to get such attention. He stood up calmly, hiding his humiliation with anger.
I see.
He stood up calmly in anger.
I understand your position, but I'm not here on a child's errand either. Child's errand?
Yes.
Errand.
Errand, Tifa.
It's close enough.
Like parent without the P.
I like your spirit. I'm ready to go if you are. Bring it on, greenhorn.
Ooh, with a camera zoom.
Ah!
Not enough. That all you got?
Tiger uppercut.
This is like the ending of Metal Gear Solid 4. Spoilers? Not actually spoilers. Ooishi jump scare. Yes, indeed. Errant means you wander from town to town, usually like a man leaving home or a knight.
That's exactly what he did. Damn it!
So that's your policeman spirit? I have 2,000 Hinamizawan villagers resting on my shoulders. The lives of 2,000 people in my jurisdiction depend on me. Why don't you tackle me with a spirit that's strong enough to knock me down?
Fuck these lines.
Why don't you tackle me with a spirit that's strong enough to knock down 2,000 people?
It was like watching a match between two sumo wrestlers.
No. Close.
Match my energy, writing. Bro giving away the game all the time. It was like watching a match between a sumo wrestler and a small child. No matter how many times Otaka tried to tackle Ooishi, he simply crumbled against him. Ooishi stood firm as if his feet were rooted to the earth. By the third time Otaka tumbled to the floor, he finally realized that he had been provoked. Like a goat, like He caught his breath and fixed his hair.
Okay, I'll tell you. The case I'm investigating has something to do with the Sonozaki family. And now I got you.
I said the S word.
I was asked by someone to check on something.
Low center of gravity is the goal of a Rikishi. Isn't that a Mahjong move?
Why are you beating around the bush? Can't you say it more directly than that?
At any rate, they're questioning the death of that girl said to be the mascot for the religion here in Hinamizawa. I have to confirm if she's dead or alive immediately.
Sumo. What was the Mahjong term that sounds similar? And again, it's all like
Rikoshi.
Latin to it.
Rikoshi.
Tsubamegaeshi!
I only know that one.
I told you, we explained that over the phone. It's still an investigation.
Reishi. Oh, come on, there's one letter difference. Thank you, Dark Lord. I'm sorry, I got it wrong. Or was it Reichi? Potato, it's almost the same word.
We'll take it.
I told you, we explained that over the phone. It's still an investigation. We need more time.
Well, I didn't want to tell you this. This request was... I'll tell you the truth. It was requested by someone you really hate. Representative Sonozaki. Representative Sonozaki.
He's just pushing all the buttons. But Ooishi is now immune to his hatred because they had that meeting at the graveside.
Even then, he knows it's not the case.
Ah, that scary man with a crest on his akama, huh? Yeah, you're right, I do hate him. If that man threatened me, I'd have to abandon logic and push his demands through too.
See See, Representative Sonozaki requested I check the body immediately. This is a request by a citizen. The police department is there for the citizens. Of course, I accepted his request. Rika Furude isn't just any girl in Hinamizawa. She's a very special little girl. If a rumor goes around saying her dead body was found, of course someone has to go confirm it. Right?
You do better not to say things like that in a public place. You're in the lobby, you know.
Yes, remember the whole this is all secret part?
Excuse me.
I just woke up and got here. And Akama are Japanese pants, like the kind Geese Howard used to wear.
I have no clue what it is.
Okay. Character from an SNK fighting game. Garu, Marker for Wolves? Fatal Fury? Otaka suddenly realized his mistake. Some people were even whispering behind him. One of them spoke to Otaka hesitantly.
Is it true that Rika Furude-chama is dead?
Nice! Nice going, Otaka.
Don't worry, madam. We haven't confirmed that yet. We're from the prefectural police and that's why we're here.
That's right. It's not certain yet. We're still investigating as we speak.
I'm only asking to attend the autopsy. You had better think carefully. I'm here on behalf of Representative Sonozaki. If you keep interfering, I'll tell him all about it. If that happens, you'll be in a tight spot, ooishi-san. Don't you think it's time to surrender?
Representative Sonozaki was well known in this area as an extremely tough congressman. The people who knew about him continued to whisper. Otaka grinned when he heard them whispering. He realized then that Nokinomiya, his threat, was more effective than he thought it would be.
Don't use the Lord's name in vain! Yep, there we go.
Oh my. Did you really ask him to do that, Saburo-san?
Oh shit, they're standing behind him! Nice!
Sir, excuse me. Did Representative Sonozaki really ask you to do that?
He certainly did. The representative asked me directly. So what about it? Did he already turn around?
I'm the representative.
Ooishi-san, isn't it time to surrender?
People continued to whisper. Representative Sonozaki is a big name around here, Otaka thought. Even gangsters give way if someone mentions his name here in Okinomiya.
So if you're really afraid of the representative, please let me through, Ooishi-san.
Huh. Please go to the counter number 8 to get a traffic ticket reissued.
Huh? When did I get a traffic ticket?
Oh shit, remember when Oishi and Akane together with Shion had their talk at the grave? We skipped that during the recap because I didn't think it was important enough.
Well, it still isn't. She had a parking ticket. She asked, oh, now that we're friends, can you wave it off? And he was like, no, you have to come to the police station.
Yeah, but Oishi specifically said, please come to the counter tomorrow morning and have that dealt with. I thought that was just a throwaway line because then she also went like, haha, what are friends for?
It is because the plan wasn't discussed by them.
This was totally part of a plan.
No, it wasn't.
Tifa, everything is part of a plan.
He went to them after to discuss the plan.
Oishi suddenly started to talk about something completely different. In fact, Oishi was looking at something behind Otaka. Huh? Who was he talking to, Otaka wondered. An old-fashioned elderly man and a lady in a kimono were standing behind him. When Otaka's eyes met with hers, she smiled at him. She's definitely my type, Otaka thought. Hey, you. Were you really asked by Representative Sonozaki personally? Not by his secretary or someone else?
Yes, of course. Representative Sonozaki and I are very close. So this means he doesn't know what he looks like either. He sometimes even calls me directly.
The elderly man continued to listen with a puzzled expression. Who the heck are you?
Huh? There's no need for me to introduce myself. Just an ordinary policeman from the prefectural police headquarters. Quarters, not halls.
What incredible timing. I mean, I can only laugh.
So I can laugh, right? I wasn't sure.
Otaka couldn't understand why Ooishi and this lady were laughing. What are you doing here together?
Well, you know, remember that ticket? I didn't see the no left turn sign because of a street branch.
Sorry, a street branch?
Oh,
Holy shit, streets growing out of nowhere!
I didn't see the no left turn sign because of a tree branch. And there was a policeman on the motorcycle waiting right at the exit. And I didn't think that was fair. Saburo-san said I should complain, so that's why he came along today.
Ah, the roadside trees are the city hall's jurisdiction. We get those complaints pretty often, but it's a rather complicated matter. I didn't like the fact that a policeman was waiting at the exit, so I'm here to complain about it. I understand. I'll talk to City Hall and the traffic section, so do you think you can settle this peacefully for today? If you say so, we'll leave quietly for today. When Otaka realized they were Ooishi's guests, he fixed his tie and spoke up.
But you have to pay for your traffic ticket. It's the law.
No, they are the law here. You don't know that.
You sure are annoying, aren't you?
He is, isn't he? Sometimes he can be pretty funny, though.
I'm in the middle of an important conversation with Ooishi-san. When you're done, please get going. Have a nice day, ma'am.
Grab.
You have a nice day too, sir.
Grab. The two of them grabbed Otaka's shoulders from behind. The lady grabbed his right shoulder and the elderly man grabbed his left.
I would have liked to see a art shot of this.
It deserved one, yeah.
Mr. Prefectural Policeman, I have two things I detest in this world. Do you know what they are?
Prefectural and policeman.
One is shiitake mushrooms. Is this Skinner? I just don't like them. Never have, ever since I was born. I don't like to eat them, and I don't like their broth either. The second one is lice. I don't like to use them, and I don't like people using them with me. How can I step back after being ridiculed like this?
Fuck mushroom.
I am the demon princess of Shishibone, Akane Sonozaki. I never back off when someone starts a fight with me. It's turning into an all-out brawling.
Don't say that about yourself. Also, that would have been pretty perfect if you used a citizen instead of a demon princess.
I like shiitakes. You can cut fun shapes into them. I love all types of mushrooms.
Same.
Especially the big white ones, the super jiggly ones. I don't know what they're called anymore.
They look like a sponge, kind of.
Yeah, I love those, the texture.
Yeah, but I hate eating them unless they've cooled down for quite a bit because they're really good at absorbing and holding liquid. So like if you put them in hot broth, they just stay really hot for very long.
Flatbed? No, I don't think flatbed. No, not those. Those are also really good.
Next time we're at this Vietnamese restaurant where we have them, I need to ask what they're.
Yeah, well, it has a...
King oyster mushrooms? I couldn't tell you.
King
Welcome to Guess the Mushroom with Tifa.
oyster mushroom.
No.
No, those are also really tasty.
Yeah.
Big white jiggly mushroom.
Image search, Tifa. As if you know the names.
Well, I was so. Now I'm
I
just
give you
getting...
2 scrolls.
Oh, there. Tremella. Wait, what's the not scientific name?
Portobello? No.
No. It's like white and jiggly. What's the normal name of
This is for cosmetic use, Tifa.
Oh, yeah. But it does look like it.
We will find out the name of the mushroom and tell you the next time we've had it. I think that's the most productive use of everybody's time.
It's really big and curly. A bit like a flower.
I couldn't tell you. I just eat them.
Okay. Well. Ah!
The police officers, the citizens in the lobby, and Otaka's colleagues didn't know what was going on. You are getting the shit beaten out of you right now.
Enoki mushrooms are fine in that ramen to Tabenchi.
Can you screenshot that, please?
Let me...
Actually, you don't need to. We literally have it in video right there. It's fine, I'll take a screenshot off of this later.
Those are also tasty. I don't think I've ever had a mushroom that's not nice.
Skinner reported on himself live and in 4K. Look, it's right there. Fuck, someone hacked my Twitter.
Oh man, I hate it when that happens and they state my love for mushrooms.
By the way, really quick, because I just got reminded of that randomly. Hey Skinner, remember when like ages ago you sent me a list of like exercises to do for my shoulders because they would hurt a lot when I went to the gym? I've been doing them. You didn't believe I would, and now I'm almost pain-free when I do my exercises. So thank you, Skinner. I said with the least thank you voice and face ever.
That's very
thank
random.
you very much.
We were talking about mushrooms.
And?
I guess.
Same thing. Let me introduce him. This is Akane Sonozaki-san. She's the vice president of the Shishibone City Women's Kendo Club. And this is Saburo Sonozaki-san. He's an honorary director of the Prefectural Kendo League. Oh, I should mention his formal title. This is Shishibone's 2nd District Representative, Sonozaki Sensei. Well, you're here to give Otaka-kun a lesson, right? He's the instructor for the Prefectural Police's Kendo Club, after all. Thank you for coming. Here, please show them the dojo.
Representative?
The same. Didn't you say we were close? I think we'll have lots of fun together today.
Oh, I'm so excited. She didn't look like it.
The two of them were still clinging to his shoulders and laughing meaningfully. Otaka laughed along with him. She's so excited, and she just can't hide it.
Yeah!
I know, I want to. Take a short break, since we have a new scene coming up.
No.
That's a great idea, Jack. I agree,
There's no point
Tifa.
in a break now. Might as well keep going for a bit more.
I would like to take a break. I think my opinion and feelings and needs are just as valid as yours. So why don't we just take a short break?
BRB.
Thank you, BRB.
We're back.
We are. Also, Darklord, it's still 2 weeks until Halloween. Don't take my 2 weeks away from me. My plan is to beat Higurashi until then.
But, are you sure? Did you really confirm that the Queen Carrier was at home yesterday?
What do you mean by confirm? I just went by because I heard she caught a cold. So how could they have found her corpse? That's just impossible.
That's right. That is impossible. But, unless it's confirmed, some people might misunderstand.
Who would misunderstand that? Or who would misunderstand what?
I mean, the whole village would go into a panic if they found out Rika Furude is dead.
You're doing the fucking thing again, Tifa.
What?
Take a sip of water, flush out your mouth, and stop making post-eating noises.
I'm not making post-eating noises. You can't even hear that.
Then how did I know you're making them?
Because you can see by my face.
I could hear them before.
Mm-mm.
I know nobody
You can
cares,
hear
but I do.
shit.
Also, better. Now I'm certain she's lying. See, even Irie knew. I don't even need to wait to hear from Tomitake-san. Takano-san's objective is the execution of the emergency manual. Its premise is about to be destroyed, and that's why she's panicking. She finally found someone who showed an interest in her research, which made her feel better about herself. Yet that someone is about to cut her off, and that's why she's panicking. She's as pitiful as can be. If it were possible, if there was a way to reach out to her, I would reach out to her, save her from drowning. But my hand will never reach. It won't reach her unless she reaches out. She's drowning, but as long as she refuses to seek help, I'll never reach her. Until she realizes it herself, no matter how much I reach out, she'll refuse my helping hand. Say reach one more time, motherfucker! However, my selfish imagination will have to stop there for now. Is Rika-chan home or not? If she goes into the details, she'll become suspicious of me since I told her I saw Rika-chan at home. That'll put me in a very dangerous position.
That's exactly what I said earlier. He went there and said she was doing fine.
Yeah. The man who had been on the phone for some time put down the receiver.
Major? There's no answer. There's nobody home. What is the observation unit saying? Since the 17th, the day they started their observation, there hasn't even been one phone call.
Why are you speaking into
Because I thought it was a phone thingy, but then I realized not. Hey, Director Irie. That means Rika-chan is still at home, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm not sure. She's gotten so much better. Maybe she snuck out or something. Today is the day of a festival, remember? I think there are some vendors set up near Rika-chan's house. There are a lot of people around, so maybe you observers missed her.
Well, can that be possible? Every time Dr. Irie leaves, we place a seal on the house afterwards. I don't think she could have gotten out through a window. So the mountain dogs are certain that R has not left the house, right? Yes, we're certain. R is inside of the R residence. And she hasn't left the house since the 17th.
Why do I think Irie is gonna get killed here? Because I don't think he's gonna talk his way out of that.
We're sure about that. The only person who checked inside was Dr. Irie, and nobody from the mountain dogs did. But you're sure about that, right? Well,
One of the mountain dogs looked at me. I swallowed and then nodded to him.
Then how do you explain R's corpse at the police station? Like I said, it's possible they made some kind of mistake. The autopsy isn't done yet and the body hasn't been confirmed to be Rika Furude. It could just be a rumor. You already said that. How many hours do you think have passed since that rumor has gotten to Tokyo? Unless we do something about this, Tokyo will...
Takano-san realized that I was standing next to her and shut her mouth. I stood next to her and shut her mouth. Beautiful. I could already tell what she wanted to say, though.
Major, there's a phone call for you from Nomura-san in Tokyo.
Again.
Damn it. I told her to give me a little more time.
Takano-san usually has a lot of self-control, but she's not doing so well right now. Even her body language makes it clear how irritated she is. Tifa living the character. Does she have a habit of scratching herself? As she folded her arms, I could see marks where her nails touched her skin. She's clearly not doing well. Oh my god, is she going terminal for once?
That would be interesting.
Yes, that's what her mental breakdown was about. Oh my god, how could we read the entire thing and not realize?
Because she wasn't going paranoid or anything yet. She was having a pretty clear moment of her own feelings.
She was also talking about how, we don't know the time frame for this, but she also mentioned how she is scrubbing her skin to the point where it's all red and sore because she's trying to wash away the filth.
Yeah, true.
If that only happened recently, I think it's another sign that she is developing symptoms. Takano-san is very occupied right now. I'll take it. Nomura-san, right? I've never talked to her, have I?
Sorry, this phone call is for the mayor.
Who is the phone call for?
The major.
Yeah, she was just ranting to God about how she'll kill them all to become a goddess. The thing with Takano is that I genuinely have a hard time telling whether she is full-on delusional, which could be a symptom of L5 Hinamizawa syndrome, or if she's just speaking from her drive and determination.
It didn't seem out of character.
Exactly. But if I want to go with it, I would allow it.
Yeah, that is one way to end it, I guess. She kills herself.
She becomes victim to the very thing she was trying to control. The mountain dog looked alternative.
You have a problem with
why
that's one specific word.
Alternately.
I mean, understandable, but I find it funny that it's that one today.
Because I was going to say alternatively.
Yeah. Because you see the start of it and you try to fill it in.
The mountain dog looked alternately.
You said it right.
Are you deaf?
It sounded right to me.
Are you awake?
Well, half.
Joker, no. The mountain dog looked alternately between Takano-san's and my faces. But thank you, Psycho.
Character.
Oh wait.
I have to take care of a few things. Could you please excuse yourself?
I forgot I'm a deeper orange. Oh, sure. I understand. You're in charge of the institute. I shouldn't say anything, huh?
Somebody take him to the director's office. Hurry.
She's basically telling me to get out. I left the security room quietly.
Hello, this is Takano. Sorry to make you wait. I'm sorry to call you repeatedly. So, did you find out anything else? I'm sorry. I've ordered my men to get to the bottom of this immediately. Some of them are headed to the police station and I'm just waiting to hear from them. I see. So you should be hearing from them soon, right? What time do you think you can call us? I'll call you as soon as I found out something. But it's hard to say what time though. As soon as possible, of course.
Welcome to corporate speak. When will you have answers? When will you have results? When will you have confirmed and verified them?
Major, have you ever been on an airplane before? Yes, of course. When an airplane takes off, an enormous amount of power is needed. That's why sometimes there's engine trouble during takeoff. If the plane hasn't sped up at all it has to do is slow down and abandon the takeoff. But if it has already sped up, it's more dangerous to stop, so they go ahead and take to the air. A jet plane has 4 engines, so even if one engine breaks down, it can still fly without problems.
This is true, by the way.
It's the same with our operation. There is more than one engine, so if we have enough speed, we'll go ahead with our plan. We'll figure out what to do later. But we are still only preparing to take off. Do you understand what I mean? The first step of the operation was Tomitake-san's assassination. That hasn't even happened yet, so what Nomura was saying was correct.
Tifa with a mystical honorifics. Half the time she ignores them, which I can kind of understand, and sometimes when there are none, she brings them back. So ultimately, in the end, everything is back in balance.
Yes, exactly.
It's wild.
I still find it stupid, honestly, when in translations they add them. If you already knew the plane you were on had a broken engine before it took off, what would you do? You'd get off, right? It's the same thing for us. Our clients want to get off the plane because they found out that there was an engine trouble before takeoff. If they were already at the point of no return, then a little mistake wouldn't matter that much. But since they're still before that point, they're overly cautious about even a tiny mistake. Well, we are checking to see if it is in fact engine trouble as we speak. I know. You're like a traffic controller at a control tower. I'm like a flight attendant calming the passengers down. I'm doing my best to talk to them into staying on board, even though there's a chance the plane will never take off. If it takes too long to fix the problem, this flight may be cancelled completely.
I understand the analogies and I love them. Really, I think they're really smartly chosen. But no airplane I've ever been on allowed you to just disembark before takeoff at your will.
You're gonna stay in there for at least another 4 or 5 hours.
You do not leave an airplane after the doors have closed.
But you're getting stuck on the less important things of this comparison.
On this what? Mayor?
It's your favorite word.
It's not a word!
It is now. I've already established it as a word several streams ago.
I just exhaled so hard on that for a second, I got dizzy. Actually, you can't just leave a plane. Yes, exactly. And the mayor was watching, apparently.
Major Takano, that means your grandfather's work will be forever known as a madman's nonsense. Do you understand that? When one girl dies, all the villagers will go mad. That's just too silly. Where did you get such an idea? It sounds like some fantasy. What the hell? That's so stupid. Who in the world do Hifumi and Mio Takano think they are? Yeah, we're making fun of them.
Say his name properly at least.
Who in the world do Hifumi and Mio Takano think they are? That's just too funny.
Also, it's he, ha 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 ha.
Takano ground her teeth?
No, Takano ground her teeth. She squeezed the receiver so tightly her knuckles went white.
Anyway.
My stomach agrees.
Now do you understand what will happen? Do you get it? Your grandfather's honor depends on his. So does yours.
It depends on his?
Please just continue. Trying to get somewhere.
Yeah, but leaving out half the letters.
One letter was missing. Yes. Thank you for thinking about us. Don't worry. I'm your only ally. I'll help you achieve the ending that makes you happy. I'll be with you until the very end.
I'm your only ally. That's such an ally thing to tell you.
But she is.
Except
kind of
not
is.
really, because right now Takano is literally surrounded by people doing her bidding.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they're allies. We're buddies, we're pals, we're like this close.
I think I'm gonna go butter up some noodles. Please enjoy.
So please find out if the information coming from the Okonomiya Police Department is true or false. I'll do my best, but it's not easy to deal with unhappy clients. I'm sorry to make you go through that. Please give me a little more time.
I'm not your pal, buddy.
I'm your ally. Yes? Yes, goodbye.
Takano made sure that Nomura hung up first and then hung up herself.
Hasn't Okonogi called yet? Call him!
Major, we just called 10 minutes ago. He's supposed to call up us. You're doing this to me. He's supposed to call as soon as he learns something. Why don't you take a little break? Your coffee is... The unit member tried to serve a cup of coffee to Takano, but she knocked it aside. The cup fell on the floor, making a black puddle. Everybody in the security room went silent. Also, one sec. She knocked it aside, okay. I was thinking maybe like a cat, like slowly pushing it away.
Damn it. Somebody bring a mop to clean up this mess.
You just did this, you do it yourself.
I don't care if we called 10 minutes ago. Call him again. Tell him to find proof that Rika Furude isn't dead and also capture Tomitake.
Hey Takano, how do you want him to do this while he's busy staying on the phone with you instead of working on it? Welcome in Lambda Delta. How are you doing?
What he said.
Takano was starting to realize something. By now she could sense that there was something behind Tomitake's disappearance. Tomitake must know something about what's happening at the Okonomiya police station. He might look dumb, but he somehow found out about the plan and he was trying to mess with Takano. So Tomitake was clearly behind all of it. Takano had been intending to let him enjoy the festival that night if he behaved.
Oh, how nice of her.
Mm-hmm. The quickest way for Takano to be certain of what was happening would be to see Rika Furude's face at her house. But she couldn't leave and she couldn't trust Irie. And because there were too many people around for the festival, the mountain dogs had their hands full. If she would answer the phone, that'd do, but she wouldn't answer. That meant the house was empty. And that Rika Furude's death was real. What went wrong? Who deceived Takano? There was only one person. The only person who claimed that he saw her at the house. Irie was the most suspicious person around. Tomitake had left the hotel and was nowhere to be found, so maybe Rika had left her house and was hiding somewhere else. In other words, Eri betrayed her and was in contact with Tomitake?
Dum dum dum.
Except not really like that.
She's close enough.
Yeah.
Start observing Dr. Irie, or Director Irie.
What? Are you saying that he's lying? Why would he do that, though?
Tomitake must have noticed our plan.
The thought plicket.
That's exactly how I would have said it.
Maybe. Maybe.
He left the hotel and told Rika to go somewhere safe. He's deceived us, and we've been observing an empty house.
That house can't be empty. There's definitely somebody in there.
Do you have proof that it's her? It's not her. That person is there simply to deceive the mountain dogs, only to make it look like Rika's home. That's it. What if it's Satoko? Tell Okonogi to break into the R residence.
It's the same thing. It's still not Rika.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know who's in there, but whoever it is, they're connected to Tomitake and Rika. Put the heat on them.
Oh, and when Okonogi goes in, then Okonogi, who has been itching for some action, a fight, gets to fight Akasaka. Makes sense.
Why would it be Okonogi? He has 8 people surrounding the house at the moment, remember?
Tell Okonogi to break into the residence, and he's gonna do that himself.
But that's not gonna be him himself. He's gonna order the people
It has to be
do
the
it.
others, because they are all specialists and engineers and this and that.
Yeah, but he has
This-
8 people there. He's
this
gonna tell them.
Needs a fighter.
Nah, he's
The
not.
only one who is not currently busy doing other stuff is gonna be Okonogi himself.
He's not gonna do it himself.
But we can't break into our residence, not today. There are just too many festival goers around there. We can't break in until the festival is over, which is around midnight.
That's why all of you are here, right? Just do something. Why? Why can't you do what I tell you to do? Can't you follow my orders? Why? Can you only follow my patron's orders?
The unit members could only watch in silence. They knew that nothing could comfort her. The noise of a phone suddenly broke the silence. Takano practically jumped. Yes. What? Major, good news! Crow successfully got the number of a research division in Tokyo. Crow successfully got the number of a research division in Tokyo is calling for their scheduled reports. The phone number is in Shishibone City. The mountain dogs are trying to pinpoint the address. Now they found him.
It's Tomitake, it has to be. Skylark, gather your most capable men. He's being cautious, so don't make any mistakes. Heron, give him backup.
Understood. Skylark 1 to all units. As soon as we get the address, we'll move in. Everyone, get on board. Choo choo.
Shit, hasn't our man from our phone company called yet?
I'll look into it. Give me 5 minutes.
It was 8:45 a.m. They didn't know where in Shishibone City he was staying, but depending on where it was, it might be too far to get there before 9 a.m. They would have to depend on luck.
Damn it! Do it in 50 seconds, not 5 minutes! What the hell is taking so long? He's just punching the numbers into the computer!
We got it! The address is Hirosaki Block 1, Hotel Moderato.
Every time you talk to me on the phone like this, when I'm looking or doing something for the computer, magically my keyboard stops working in between. And it just takes longer. And for some reason I can't type like this anymore, it's just... Oh, where did the mouse go? I can't find it. Dick.
Wait, it's routing through a switch, so his room number is unknown.
Did you hear it, Skylark?
We've got it. We're heading out.
Just explode the whole hotel. Luckily, Hirosaka Block 1 was close enough. Okonogi had been right. Tomitake was hiding nearby. The garage doors of Okinogi Gardeners opened one after another and the white vans sped off in a hurry.
That piece of shit. It's our turn now. He didn't even think there could be someone working against him in the research division. Now it's our turn for a surprise attack.
Is he fated to always die? I hope not. Hotel Moderato. Despite its name, it had a cheap stained sign out front. A dilapidated business hotel on the outskirts of town, the perfect place for someone to lay low in. Almost a cliché. They might draw in some guests if they renovated the building into a more modern love hotel, but it was clear they didn't have the capital for renovations and could go under any minute. That's the kind of hotel it was. Tomitake was staying in one of the rooms on the second floor.
So they did get it right.
The interior of the room was worse than his previous hotel. It had only a bed and a phone. That phone was what he needed the most at the moment. If he didn't have to receive regular reports, he could keep changing hotels, which was safer. But he needed up-to-date information from the research division, and his course of action would change according to that information. Moving about unnecessarily might cause miscommunication in case of an emergency. Tomitake never suspected there was a spy in the research division. The ticking sound from the clock echoed throughout the room. It was almost 9 a.m., but the phone might not ring at 9 on the dot. Tomitake waited in front of the phone patiently. He tried to organize the information in his head so he could answer questions more calmly. At the same time, he kept in mind the possibility of an attack. At that time, he heard a woman scream in the distance.
Yeah.
It happened again. He heard another scream. What's this song though? Okay. They cooked with the soundtrack. Tomitake got the sense that something was happening inside the hotel. His intuition told him that someone was checking every single room with a master key. Tomitake opened the curtain a little. He saw several mountain dogs who were blocking all the ways out of the hotel. How long had they been there? Finally. They had finally found out where he was. Tomitake could hear the loud footsteps. He heard voices too.
This one's empty. Next!
The cheap hotel wouldn't have chains on the door. They had no means to fend off a master key. Tomitake could tell there were around 20 of them. Or maybe there were more. They multiplied. Ryukisho-7 has very good friends who make very good music, like Saki and the eminent M. Zaki.
None of them ring a bell, but it has been pretty good in this chapter specifically.
There would be no use trying to fight with him. All he could do was hide. Under the bed? Or in the bathroom? At the very least, the ceiling wouldn't open up like in the movies. Should he jump out of a window? It was the second floor after all. It was perfectly possible to survive a jump. He opens the curtains, he can see 20 guys out there. Should I jump towards them? Yeah, great idea. They would be expecting that, however. This was right on city grounds. If he was confident in his legs, it wouldn't be impossible to outrun them. Do they not have weapons? Tomitake soon heard footsteps outside his door. This was it. He jumped from the window. Of course, there were mountain dogs on the ground waiting for him. They pointed and about 6 of them started running after him. Tomitake shot off right from the position he landed in. This took the mountain dogs by surprise. He had started to dash right after he jumped out of his second floor window.
That is impressive.
Tomitake was prepared to do something like that. He had been training in case of an emergency, just like this one. How do you plan or train to jump out of a second floor window and then run away?
You keep jumping out of one.
Higher and higher.
Skylark 10 to Skylark 1. We've located the target. He's running. We need assistance.
Skylark 1 to Heron. The target is heading west using the back allies. Stop him! Allies.
The allies are back.
Roger that. Heron 2, 3, and 4. Head on over there.
Here he comes. That's him. 3 members of the mountain dogs jumped out from behind the streetlight and stood in Tomitake's way. They prepared to stop him, but Tomitake kept running at full speed. They quickly realized he wasn't running towards them to knock them down. He was trying to run past them. There was no point in them taking a fighting position. They lowered themselves and tried to tackle him simultaneously, like those running chucks in Super Mario World.
No!
You really think they yelled that into the phone?
It's how we hear it.
Tomitake jumped over them. He jumped over them like an Olympic athlete leaping over a hurdle. But he was an Olympic athlete and they're wearing hurdles. Thanks, Ryokishi. Tomitake's heel struck one of the dogs. The two flanking Tomitake thought they'd seized hold of him. However, as he flew over them easily, he grabbed onto two of their heads and smashed them against each other. Peak anime moment. Tomitake knew that this wouldn't stop him, but at least he'd gain a little time to run. The target broke through the west intercept team. He's still running.
Damn it, what are you doing? Heron 10, go around in the car, take the second left and we'll get him at 9 o'clock.
Are you okay? Shit! Don't let him get away. What strength! Shit, my nose! Shit, my nose is bleeding.
Tomitake saw a van with its wide door. Tomitake saw a van with its door wide open ahead of him. It couldn't stop in time and it hit a wall. As soon as it stopped, several mountain dogs jumped out of a van.
Stop him, no matter what! Stop him!
Come on, there are 5 of us.
Tomitake's... I'm trying to match the speed. Word for Skylark is Hibari. Word for Heron is Shirasagi. Welcome to Japanese with Dark Lord. All of this will be gone in 2 seconds, but thank you. Tomitake saw 5 men ahead of him, but he didn't think even those 5 could stop him. Why do trains sound their horn at people on the rails? It's not because the train will get damaged. It's because the people will get hurt. This is true. Get away! He yelled at them like the horn on a train. He wasn't warning them because they were in his way. He was warning them to move so that they didn't get hurt. He's such a good guy.
Look how many we are. We outnumber him 5 to 1.
Do you see those packs, though?
Don't tell me we can't stop him. No way. There's no way he can get past us. Let's go.
He took his head and flung it like a frisbee, knocking out 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, that's Captain America. Tomitake didn't grin. After all, trains don't grin.
Has he never seen Thomas?
Thomas the engine?
How insulting.
Oh my god. That's peak edgy. I love it. Tomitake didn't grin. After all, trains don't grin. Ah!
No.
Tomitake jumpscare. Dumb ways to die. Potentially. We captured Tomitake.
Really?
Why is he outside with the Vinky? Buying things to help him on his stroll. Trains are all depressed. Confirmed.
They're just trainers.
That is true. Have you ever seen a train be happy? Exactly. Oh my god, Psycho, you just opened a big can of worms. We need to look
Do I need
into
to
it.
mention Thomas again? It didn't take that long. I want to ask him some questions. Don't kill him, okay? Bring him over here. We'll kill him afterwards, but I've already got a great way for him to go.
You know how Thomas the Tank Engine ends in the books, right?
No.
This is true, by the way. They cement him into a wall. He is backed into a tunnel and then they just close the wall in front of him.
Well, that's sad.
Yes. The phone continued to ring inside of Tomitake's empty hotel room. In 30 minutes, Tomitake was dragged through the back door of the Erie Institute wearing a gag and handcuffs. Tomitake didn't even move, as though he was sedated. The Mountain Dog members had carried him out of a van. Erie saw Tomitake from his window and came out of his office in a hurry.
Shouldn't he have done the emergency phone call thing?
Takano was already there. Maybe he did, and we just didn't get to see that. What's going on here, Takano-san? The Mountain Dog silently glared at Irie. He realized that he shouldn't have left his room.
I didn't see Jiro-san for a while, so I became worried and had the Mountain Dogs look for him. It was a good thing I did, because look, he's gone terminal.
He has developed terminal symptoms. Are you sure? Of course, Tomitake didn't reply. Irie decided not to say any more. I see. That's very unfortunate. Let's give him some medication as soon as we can.
Of course. I hope it's not too late.
Irie already knew. The mountain dogs had tracked him down. Irie wasn't sure if Tomitake was able to arrange something with Tokyo. He wasn't even sure if the bloodhounds had been called in. He could guess that Tomitake didn't have time. If the bloodhounds were called in, the mountain dogs would catch that information. And if that was the case, they would likely drop everything and run. But Tomitake was captured and they brought him back to the Institute. That meant it hadn't gotten that far and they were still trying to fix the damage. In other words, Tomitake wasn't able to do what they had hoped for. What were they going to do to Tomitake? Since they brought him back alive, were they planning to torture a confession out of him? That would be very dangerous for him. He'd likely end up dead. Irie realized that he had to do something in Tomitake's place. The main reason why Irie had to rescue Tomitake was because he had no way of contacting Tokyo on his own. Takano wanted Irie to be useless, so she never told him how to get in touch with Tokyo. That's amazing, by the way. Irie could receive phone calls from Tokyo, but he could only call them through Takano. Therefore, Tomitake was the key. Unless Irie rescued him, they couldn't possibly win. But Irie wasn't like the mountain dogs. He was simply a researcher. There was no way Irie could rescue Tomitake from such a high-security area. There were 8 mountain dogs in the building. There were usually only 2, but Takano had called in more. Of course, the basement was a highly secured area and one needed access an access card to get in. That card was only given to people in Irie's position. In addition to the access card, one would need a fingerprint match as well. The access card alone wouldn't do it. Therefore, the only person who could rescue Tomitake from that high-security basement was Irie. And so, even if it was impossible, Irie had to do it. Irie bunched up his hands into fists and held them tight to encourage himself, but he only noticed that his fists were shaking.
Irie, did you forget?
Irie remembered what Akasaka had told him. But it's very hard to anticipate your own danger. You can't underestimate it. You may not even get a chance to make the phone call. If you send something out, that's an emergency. Knowing the seriousness of a conspiracy, they won't hesitate to kill us. Please be very careful. Irie felt the cold sweat pooling on his back. Was this the emergency Akasaka was talking about? He shouldn't think that it was still okay. He might lose the chance to run. He realized that trying to do something by himself was foolish. He had a security access card, true, but that didn't mean he had to rescue Tomitake by himself. Just like how everyone else was trying to combine their efforts, he should also ask for help. Also, Tomitake was in their hands, which meant that the mountain dogs had realized they were under attack and were preparing a counter. It was very possible that they were suspicious of Irie too. Once they broke into Rika's house, Irie's lies would be exposed. Indeed, this was the emergency Akasaka was talking about. Irie had realized that. He was already in danger. He needed to leave immediately. The Sonozaki residence was their gathering spot in case of an emergency. His allies were congregating at the Sonozaki residence. He should explain the situation to them and think about how to rescue Tomitake. Takano probably wouldn't kill Tomitake immediately. She was intending to kill him that night as the 5th year's curse, so there was still little time left. He had allies and allies, and with his security access card there was still a chance to rescue him. Irie had to let Akasaka know that he was escaping. If they became suspicious of Irie, they would check the house and Akasaka would be in danger too. In other words, it could cause a chain reaction. Irie didn't miss his last chance to escape, but he still had to do this final job. Irie picked up the phone at his desk, called Rika's home number and left. It would continue to ring like that, sounding the emergency signal. Irie thought back to when he wondered how long he was going to stay in this director's room. He never knew this day would come so suddenly. He noticed the framed picture of his parents on his desk. Irie had become a doctor so he could clear up the misunderstanding between his parents and regain his family ties. But... Thank you, body. But how did he get involved in something like this? No, he would return. He would return and continue the fight against Hinamizawa syndrome. He vowed to himself that he would never abandon that responsibility. I'll be back. Mom and Dad.
I'll be back.
He really said his final goodbye and left the director's office.
This is a good moment to save.
I agree. And so does my stomach for some reason. When I read fast lines, somehow I swallow air. No, I really do.
That does seem to be the case.
But I don't know how to fix that.
Oh, well, it's fine. We made some good progress. I hope we are nearing the end, because it sure does seem like it at this point.
I can tell you that according to Steam, this is the last part of the game that gives us an achievement.
So the final chapter?
The final
Or
episode. Well, the final episode that unlocks an achievement.
Okay. Well,
But we cannot be anywhere near the end.
I doubt we're anywhere close, but there's probably a lot of after talk or just a really long episode.
It's still only the morning of the 19th.
Yeah, I doubt we're anywhere close, but at least it feels like we're nearing some sort of climax.
They have to get together. I'm pretty sure that they are still going to bring in the Hinamizawa? No, the Onigafuchi Guardians. Imagine being able to speak after all of this. Sorry. I'm pretty sure that there's still gonna be a whole, oh, if they attack one, they attack all of us.
Could be, not sure.
Well, we have to get all the actors on stage and to do their parts, right?
Yeah, but we don't want to alert the village either.
I think it will be like a final resort kind of thing.
Exactly.
Hinamigafuchi.
But we're not gonna find out today. Maybe on Tuesday, because I'm gonna
Doubtful.
do the zoo, call it a night, and who knows, maybe we will still finish this before the end of October. It's starting to look kind of hopeful.
There is hope. I need you all to believe, but more importantly than all of you believing, I need you to believe.
I am believing.
Says one.
Excuse me, I went longer today despite being tired.
That's it. This is what I'm talking about. Oh no, I'm tired. I'm cranky. I need sleep.
Yes.
Yeah, sleep at night. It's that easy.
That's great advice.
Yeah.
Why don't I follow that?
This is how you cure insomnia. Just sleep. Just sleep.
I know, right? Jack, how do you feel about giant pandas? He can answer that on Discord, Dark Lord.
I don't have any feelings on. I think pandas are amazing and a great effort of humankind to keep them alive, because boy are they dumb.
They should not. You might make it for November.
Believe, to
might.
channel my inner Skinner. Tifa, please press the button so she can go to sleep so she doesn't complain as much. Thank you everybody for hanging out with us and getting Higurashis done. We'll be back on Tuesday with more Higurashis. Bye!
Thank you.